Twitch people that don't have any subscribers and use my one Amazon.
And get them.
And then they get paid $250 for that month, and they have to write it on their taxes. And then I can call the IRS and tell them that they're not going to get it on their taxes, and they get like 80% of what they owe as a bounty.
Of the $250?
You're a dick.
Well, I mean, it's only 12 times a year, so it's not a lot, but it's a little bit.
Still a dick.
And all I have to do is get one that looks like a whale, and maybe I make a chunk. Just a nice little fishing expedition.
Still.
Look, I'm not the one breaking the law. They're breaking the law.
I know.
And I'm not doing anything illegal. In fact, I'm doing the legal thing. And the right thing. I am lawful good.
No.
Snitches.
That is far from lawful good, my friend.
That would be more evil.
Lawful evil?
Okay. That is not lawful good. I'm going to give these guys money because they're a low down and out stream. Let's give them some money. And then report them. And take their money.
Just saying, it works.
It is a jerk move, but yeah, it works, but... Alright,
Shouldn't have cheated on their taxes, Jeff. Two wrongs don't make me the bad guy.
Side note for you two, Storm King's Thunder happens like 8 miles away from where you guys are right now.
Oh, good.
I found a map of the whole area because I know at some point somebody's going to want to beeline the Yartar, and there's no map. So I looked for the map, dude. So basically we're on the Sword Coast.
Okay.
Is what this whole thing is. So at some point, if you guys do any research into D&D, the part that we're on is called the Sword Coast. Big old stretch of land.
No sleep till Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, I have a huge map that I might pull out at some point that shows everything around us. But there are a lot of D&D adventures that happen on the Sword Coast. Okay. So if you end up playing another D&D adventure later, probably have a lot of towns you'll recognize.
Cool.
I didn't know you...
Okay. Do you know what Luz Martin is?
What?
Do you know what Luz Martin is?
What the fuck are you talking about?
Because Luz Martinez just liked a comment on one of my payments.
Nice.
Which I'm going to assume is one of you, Jack.
No.
Nope.
No, that your comments.
It's public knowledge, dude. You can get on Venmo or whatever, and it shows every transfer that's ever done.
How do I delete this person?
I don't know if you can, dude. You're using social media to transfer money because that's
No, but I want to delete them, not their account. Them.
You mean block?
Shotgun platform.
No, delete them.
Delete them, show up with a gun.
Oh, basically.
Delete
report
them
to the admin.
No.
Delete them as.
What happens when you delete a word? You don't report the word to the admin.
We're talking
it's
a little
gone.
more intense than
We're talking about
delete
showing up
them.
at their door, strangling them in their sleep, and
So maybe in the future
So
you guys
serial killers
not
are
do that anymore.
Yeah, okay. That's
Still not for drugs.
Man, I swear.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah.
This is why I just like handing people cash.
What the fuck is
This is my disappointed face. It's very similar to my amused face. As in, I never wear my amused face. Anyways.
That's her.
Can we play this before I go to prison? I don't care who it is.
You don't know her?
Does that look like someone I would know? Let's be realistic for 10
fucking-
seconds.
No,
Teddy
somebody
bear
also
filter?
just liked it.
Yeah, Josh did.
I don't know that you know a lot of people.
You're right, I do know a lot of people, but I would know one less if I knew that one.
And there's another one.
Drug dealers get
Now I'm regretting it.
What?
Okay, that's the third one, apparently.
All right.
I will point ice to you.
And this kind of answers the question, Hubert, of your racism and all this type of stuff, okay?
Get used to that sound.
The general area, 10,000 years ago, was founded by the dwarves. It was odd because the dwarves decided to build a kingdom above ground rather than under. They did carve a fortress underground, but the king who had spearheaded its development, when he died, it kind of just went by the wayside and was forgotten. Like 5,000 years after that, a group known as the Knights of Silverhorn discovered the ruins. Over the next 6 years, they founded strongholds underneath the ground and kind of built up that place. About 50 years after that, there were like 4 wars that essentially wiped out all humans in the area. There was an orc war, a couple of troll wars, and some extreme drow raids.
Wiped out humans in the area.
Yeah, human settlements in the valley had pretty much been wiped out. There were a few left, but for the most part, they were all obliterated. About 60 years after that, renewed settlers came in, kind of resettled in. The human population started to grow again, a more mixed bag of what was going on. And then current day, which is about 1,000, what they call DR, which is the name of the calendar year, is when it started to resettle. Current day is 1491 DR, so about almost 500 years later is where we are now. Humans have resettled it. There's a mix of races. In terms of racism, all that type of stuff, probably not the highest, but bad blood runs, and the wars were only 500-600 years ago, so there could still be some bad blood here and there, but nothing too intense. Bandits usually around in the area, current day, around Desserin Valley, which is where we're at. You guys still have your maps, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much the biggest issue right now are bandits, but most of the local constables around the town's been able to keep hold of it. About 6 months ago. So right now we are in the month of Mirtul, Mirtul, and right now you guys are on the 5th of Mirtul. For all intents and purposes, it's pretty much matches May, and is fairly similar to what our temperament would be in May, or what our climate and all that type of stuff would be in May. So 6 months ago, which would have been, let me think, 1, 2, 3, 4, the month of Uktar, Uktar. A lot of different groups of people were having dreams and visions, and it drew in 4 elemental prophets to check out what was happening beneath Somber Hill. And Somber Hill is where, underground there, is where the dwarves had built their underground fortress, 6,000 years ago, 7,000 years ago, something like that.
So it's Somber Hill?
Somber Hill, yeah, which is the main hill right there outside to the, what is that, north?
North of Red Larch.
Yeah, to the north of Red Larch, kind of northeast.
Is Red Larch one word or two?
2.
Okay.
The prophets showed up. As they did, more and more strangers kind of kept trickling into town. Some of them were just bandits and people out looking to be hired to get more money. Some of them were already members of the different elemental cults, being drawn by the different prophets to check out what was going on beneath the Somber Hills. Some of the main things that are drawing people to town, those trying to help and even those aren't, is that there's been a much more increase in bandits and thievery and murders and raids and stuff like that. So you guys getting accosted by the goblins, not an odd occurrence at this point in time. Used to be a pretty safe area. Kids would go out in the spring and the summer and go out and hunt chickens and whatever like that, just for the fun of it, shoot slings at squirrels. But now it's like they don't even want to leave town because of the intense activity outside of town. The other thing that is kind of odd, and it's the main pull for the Emerald Enclave, is that weather is really, really wonky. You know, things are just, weather's happening, things are going on.
Weather's happening.
Yeah, you know, middle of the summer should be nice and hot. You know, you may get days where you'd actually have snowfall. Not a lot, but there's just, weather's kind of completely wonky.
Apparently that back that sheet.
Unprepared you.
So, when last we left you guys off, you had
What did you pull up on your phone? What did you pull your character sheet up? Okay.
Damien, Cax, and Solana had met up outside of Amphale. They had traveled a little bit less halfway towards Red Larch, bedded down for the night. In the middle of the night, they had been attacked by a small troop of goblins. Disposed of 3 of the 4 of them pretty handily, and the 4th one took captive for further questioning.
Torture.
Didn't go well.
The moment it was further questioning, the torture didn't become revealed until the hell the next day for that poor guy.
Mistakes were made. Let's move on from them.
During Cax's watch, he heard a commotion across the roadway as... What's your guy's name?
Hellboy was across
Whatever.
the way.
Hellboy. Hellboy. Balvari. Until a loud
Skinnier
disruption was heard by Balvari across the way, as he was attacked and very nearly killed by 2 goblins.
Addicted shit.
But you lived.
Oh, come on, do this to me.
You.
Why did I say it? I'm sure I'll regret this later.
I just want one. Just one.
Yeah, I'll read the talk reading.
You 3 had
It is the illusion that
intervened
they're moist, but they're not.
and had handily rescued Velvari on death's bed. At which point you guys all bed down for the night and slept the night away. Upon waking up at about 6, 7-ish, something along those lines, questioning what was assumed to be the lead goblin proceeded.
And was not successful.
It
say the
ended in
Failure.
spitting in the face,
Failure.
the loss of a nose,
Failure.
the loss of
Failure.
Oh, like-
a
it's
foot
pain and failure.
length of this poor goblin's body. Not a foot, but a length of his body that was a foot long, which on a 3-foot tall goblin was a third of his body was literally...
As I said, mistakes were made
By Trig. I mean, by,
by us as a group. We are all complicit in this, and I will go to the courts with that. So remember
Any
this.
more pizza guys?
I was scared.
Not an excuse.
You're probably whispering suggestions in his ear.
I did not. That was the drow.
The drow.
Or whatever.
He's a tiefling.
Tiefling.
The drow.
Whatever. They're not that different.
Swing and a miss.
Water in there.
Yeah,
You
that
have
was
to
a swing
be
and a
focused.
They're not too different.
Apple juice,
Not too different, only completely.
right? Even have Martinelli's left over from Thanksgiving.
Mmm.
Here's that. I touched the oven and burned my fingers.
What did we learn?
Ow, fire.
What? I'm down here. So we're gonna eat?
After unsuccessful torture and
Question.
mutilation, yes, sir.
Yeah, it was questioning.
No,
Oh.
it was questioning.
Mistakes were made.
Successful question.
Advanced interrogation techniques were
Aggressive encouragement to talk.
were employed.
Aggressive encouragement to reveal information.
Aggressive encouragement.
Is that like gentle persuasion with a hammer?
Yeah, that combo is not nearly as combo as I thought it would be.
I believe the correct term is pain compliance.
I think of it as positive punishment.
But it wasn't positive. You removed a nose,
No.
removed a foot of his
Positive.
body. That was
Okay, we're an hour
negative.
later.
That was not
No,
his
no.
fault.
That was negative punishment. You were taking something away to give.
But I was
a
giving
response.
pain.
But you were removing parts of his body.
It was positive
But I was
for
giving
him.
pain.
It was positive for him.
No, it wasn't.
No. The terms
you
of
sure?
punishment are it's like action.
See, now you're delving into my realm. Positive punishment, positive reinforcement, negative reinforcement.
I don't know.
It's teacher stuff. I know.
Chaos.
Yeah, we're on a different conversation level than Hugh is right now.
I remember
See,
this
in my-
conversation from a way back when.
Oh yeah. The way I look at it,
I
you were
forgot the name of that
negatively
theory. Something.
punishing him. You were just point blank torturing.
I was not in the right state of mind, and I made mistakes.
Several. Okay. He
I'm not
gave nothing.
debating
He kept passing out.
I
You
took
guys kept
everything.
stabilizing him.
Just prolonging his torture further.
Which you could have stabilized him.
You guys.
Nobody has a med kit.
Okay.
But we chose to use. I mean,
Sorry.
Don't look at
Just a
me.
thought. But anyways,
Stabilizer, I don't
you decided to drag him face down on the road. After he tried to
Not a
escape,
good
we
idea.
realized that was never going to happen, so we retconned it and realized he died halfway there because dirt, grime up the nasal cavity into the brain, compacting it, causing issues. You decided to, in your words, burn the body, which you meant just get rid of it, but I think others in the party took literally. Did we actually burn the body?
No, I thought we just dumped it on the
Yeah,
side of the road and left
Okay.
it.
I know there were
pulled out a torch. I was like, "What are you guys doing? Stop!"
I know there were discussions of actually
Get rid of it.
burning this
Get rid of it.
body.
Get away.
So,
I remember us
I don't
just
want to start a
dumping
fire
it
in the
like,
brush and make it worse.
if I remember correctly, you had
so-
started into your first ration for the day. Everybody had kind of started into their first ration for this day.
Combo failed, Josh. Sorry.
Okay, so it took you guys several hours to arrive at the, not necessarily gates, but at the entryway into Red Larch. You guys arrived there at about 2 p.m. Some of the history you guys were given and just knew from all this is that Red Larch was originally named such because of there was a strand of red larch trees that were cut down when the city was founded. It is kind of the main stop for anybody traveling the long road, which is what you guys were traveling up from Amphale. It became a settlement because it had a plentiful spring to be able to feed the oxen, the horses, all that type of stuff to keep them safe. You've heard your respective organizations have heard rumors of just, like the things I said earlier, that banditry was up, weather was weird. Members of the community were a little bit more frightened about the ongoings and things that were happening, and so you've all been sent to kind of check things out. The Emerald Enclave is there. I'm trying to remember. I know there was.
Did you ever tell me who hired me for the Emerald Enclave?
I did not give you a name. It was
Okay.
just the Emerald Enclave, kind of the.
Someone just slapped money in your hand. They said,
Go do this.
"You asked no questions."
Okay.
I will get back to you on that one.
That's fine. It was something I wasn't sure if I took note in my notes.
Oh, no.
But they told me to meet up with these guys, so I don't think I would know anyone in Red Larch for the Emerald Enclave.
You have been told that there are contacts in Red Larch. All of you guys do have a contact in Red Larch.
Same contact or different contact?
That'd be weird if they were the same.
Yeah, that would mean you'd have one person that was the member of every organization.
I think they're behind it, whoever it is. Obviously, they're behind it.
You test my willpower as a DMQ. Because
That's
I desperately just want to kill you.
See?
Give him a poisoned red herring.
What?
A poisoned red herring.
Information that'll lead to my doom.
No, here's a throwaway thing that no one should follow, knowing you would follow it. That will kill you.
I was reading Reddit.
This is the name you two were given
For the contact.
For your contact in Red Large.
Their first mistake.
No, about
Interesting.
someone asking questions because their group started went off the rails and.
I know I didn't have the
Tales from
time
the
to actually come
loop.
up with different names, but my goodness, the names and the pronunciations for these, I am gonna botch these every time. Just telling you.
Fantasy name 1, fantasy name 2, fantasy name 3.
Someone was taking advantage of the thing about where the kids couldn't die. So they're
The what?
in Tales from the Loop, your kids can't die.
Oh.
Your character. So someone was taking advantage of that.
Ooh.
It was like storm.
Well, I'll have fun with that one then.
It was just like storming
Forge
the
Alliance.
research facility, basically.
Is that two
the-
first names and the same last name?
That is husband and wife.
Okay.
And the person was asking like what to do about it. And they were like, well, yes, your characters can't die, but they could go, set off to army camp or something. It's like fair point.
We're sent off to
Hey,
like
bag.
D&D Auschwitz.
Hey, little girl.
Your roles will set you free.
Here's a harm contact within Red Large. So, it's about 2 p.m. You guys have arrived at Red Larch. How much blood did you acquire on your clothing during this? I'm looking at this going, there's some. You sawed his leg off.
Probably a fair bit.
And nose.
Is that
Too.
an
Not even discounting the amount of blood that we got from the fight.
Yeah. So would that, is that like an abnormal appearance for your character?
Yeah, I want to go get cleaned.
Okay.
I'll probably have to buy new clothes, unfortunately, but oh well.
Cax, how much blood probably would have come on your...
This is in Red Larch, right? Or is this up north?
Oh, I did.
These people are in Red Larch?
These people are in Red Larch. These people are in Red Larch.
Probably none actually, because I don't think I was. I don't think I was actually close
then
combat
before you
with
came
anything,
in, I
or right there while he's
basically
interrogating.
gutted a
And I started
goblin, so I
sitting
got, like,
back
a crit
watching,
roll.
but I wasn't right
I
up
had this
there.
dagger, so I was up close.
Okay.
So I probably got a bit messy.
Of course, I also do eat people, so.
Solana,
I probably have quite a lot
Sick
because there was
people.
that one goblin I was up close with the dagger, and then that's when I got the really good hit, and I just
this is
tore
true,
his
yeah.
belly
So
out.
you okay, all right.
So there's probably quite a lot.
And you have, Dalbari, I'm not even asking, dude, you have a mix of your own blood and goblin blood, and dude, you are just like, yeah. Your
Classic.
clothes
My
are kind of
leg and my
slashed
back
up, and
is
yeah, you're a little bit...
Looking ragged.
You're a little bit worse for wear. So, I know I mentioned this first time. In towns and cities at the moment, there aren't. I have no buildings. I have no people. Stuff like that. This is going to be theater of the mind stuff. We hit dungeons and whatnot. We will have
How
more.
good's your improv?
Huh?
How good's your improv?
Why is that? Why you ask? It's getting better.
Well, that's what you just said. There's like nobody. You're just gonna have to come up with people randomly, whoever we come in contact with.
I didn't say we had to come up with people randomly. I says I don't have. I guess I don't have three-dimensional representations of things for you guys.
Dude, I was never expecting you to have 3D representations of anything, so I'm
I
already
do.
impressed that you
I
have.
Cardboard,
do.
Jeff.
I-
I'll make you some.
Expect myself to have that. So.
I have a week off coming up. I'll make you some pounds.
Oh, I have ideas for how to get the town going. I
I
want.
someone with the laser cutter.
Quick side note: I want to do some of this, but with a wood pattern, so that I can kind of modularly. I have ideas. It's just a matter of how many hours are in the day and days in the week and all that good stuff. So, all right. So, 2 p.m. Also, as a side note. I prepared as many of the minis as I could, but when I cannot and I do not have them, this is what we're using for tonight.
Oh, what?
For the mini. So if you come across mobs that I don't have a mini for, like a little character thing,
Oh.
we're using
gotcha.
little gems just because. Just because.
Gotcha.
Oh, hand it to the broom.
What? Talk amongst yourselves.
Oh boy.
Or I go cut my pizza. Holy cow! You guys like devoured that pizza.
This is what Jeff wants for Christmas.
How have you been doing, Trig?
What?
I said, how have you been doing?
Oh, all right. It's not too bad.
That's what Jeff wants for Christmas.
Don't give them ideas.
Why? This is actually a legit good idea of what Jeff wants for Christmas.
Is it?
Who's that?
Go the hallway. Grab directions from Jeff. I'll tell you. We did it that.
Nope.
They were really popular when we were kids.
Lawn darts? Lawn darts?
No.
I can't believe that was even legal back in the day.
I hear
They're not legal
you
now,
just like to
but
play that in the field though.
Huh?
Was it? What was that football one?
Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
my goal is to get a dice tower by Christmas.
I know, yeah.
They're pretty cheap, honestly.
That's what I'm.
Do I need to leave the room so discussions can continue?
Yeah.
I'll leave two. I don't want them on the side.
Saw some cool ones when I was in Spokane
So do they
a couple weekends ago, but
Yeah.
That's at Walmart.
Okay. I know they mentioned the other day.
Wait.
It's not a bigger one.
Hit stop. We're recording this conversation.
you missed out on some good conversation.
We're recording again now.
Do not doubt that.
Jeff doesn't doubt it
Don't doubt much. Well, I don't for that.
at all.
The spice must flow.
And Jeff, you could do like one big print and then post it on the wall behind you.
I thought about that, but I still can't figure out how to take one and make it big and print it on 4 sheets. And I know it's possible. I know it's easy to do, but I don't know how to do it right now. And
I'll send you the link.
it's also time. Okay. I don't remember the last thing I said.
We were you
Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah. Something about the 3D thing, and then
You asked the last thing, Jeff. I gave you the last thing.
I think there's
bloody we
something
look.
about you guys ate that pizza real fast.
Oh yeah, you guys devoured.
No, that was after talk amongst yourselves.
talking amongst yourselves while I get my pizza. Wow, you guys ate that fast.
We were talking about how covered in blood we were.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Freaking out
That's
right.
right. Actually, I forgot that.
Okay. So, you guys will each get a map here in just a second of Red Larch.
We each get our own map of town.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it that way, then I thought, no, when I didn't do it that way, it was a pain in the butt. If you want, you can pass it around for a moment just so everybody gets an idea what's there. You guys are coming in, obviously, from the bottom.
That wasn't always, but okay.
Well, it's obvious if you look at the map.
You're coming from the south, heading north.
And the road is labeled.
I'm curious about number. Let's just pick random number down.
You can be as
Building
curious-
number 4.
You can be as curious as you want, but until you actually go there.
Enjoy going in there, Hugh. Arrested for B&E. Looks like Hugh's in jail now.
Enjoy asking all you want.
Interested in field number 21.
I was gonna go with 9. Yeah, Jeff. Anytime you want something out, let me.
Look at the next one.
Just let me know ahead of time. I can. Oh wait, no.
'Cause, yeah, I
Mine's
thought-
only black and white though. I can
I
print
thought
out
about
large stuff
A
easier.
map, but
Yeah, no, actually I came across multi-print for posters when I was doing laser cut research.
I am running out of ink. So the map's probably going to become
I'm being sure
progressively...
to get the faded maps.
Yeah, there we go. We'll call them realistic fading.
Yep.
You're just gonna start cutting them out, like burning the edges.
Ooh, you know me. You know I would.
It's not worth it, Jeff.
If I had the time to do it, I would go buy leather and like burn this stuff into the leather.
I just
so
get that
it
and
was
stain it with tea
If
bags.
only you knew someone who did that. If only you knew someone who burned leather.
like, who burns leather? Do you burn leather?
Justin
Justin?
got the laser.
Good luck. I won't get a hold of him.
Well, we'll just go to his house and wait.
Do you have leather? I gotta get probably.
No, I don't have leather either.
Well, we'll just skin a cow. And then we'll give it to Justin. And he'll tan it and burn it.
I was going to say,
And we'll get it
actually,
next
have you
decade.
looked on Wish? Because good leather on Wish.
Oh, good lord.
Again, this still takes money. Okay. So, you guys are coming up the long road, and you have hit Red Larch.
Ow.
Hilarious, you.
So,
So, what?
is there somewhere we can clean up before we scare people?
Too late.
And they call the cops.
Well, there's a couple of small, I mean, looks like ponds in Red Larch, but where you guys are at, you wouldn't necessarily see it.
Is there some sort of an inn?
Yeah, or like a bathhouse or something like that.
Yes, and yes.
The bath, which is the cheapest one?
Now the inn's probably going to be your cheapest bet.
Probably have to go ask. Gotta shop around.
Just push Zax in the pond.
The swinging sword.
Oh,
Is that
sounds like
in?
a cherry.
Where is
Yeah.
the swinging sword?
Where
Which
is
number?
the swinging sword?
Which number?
We gotta ask someone to find out.
Well,
Someone roll,
So
someone
as you
roll
guys,
a dice and
as you guys are walking into
I am
town,
looking for someone to ask for an
as
inn.
you're walking to town, you're getting closer to town. Obviously, population becoming a little more dense. You know, there's people milling about, doing their day-to-day routines, going about, and everything like that.
Pardon me.
You just grab a random
Doused
I
passerby.
just, pardon me, sir. Or ma'am, or whatever.
just
Thing.
assume their gender.
Yeah, I signed it. I didn't assume I signed it. They are
No,
He
now.
was signed it.
And
You see this lady walking by with her kids. You're like, "Pardon me, ma'am," and she like looks you over and sees you have all this blood on you, and she's like,
No.
And
she's
you're
kinda
a
like
half
such a little
orc too,
kid.
Yeah.
right? I'd rather ask her to go, but she's
I'm not threatening. Well, I'm covered
except for
in
the blood.
oh yeah.
There's only one of you who's not really covered in blood per se.
The dragon.
The
The
dragon.
there's
dragon
a-
man.
And there's a room he eats people, so.
Not that
May or
everybody
may
knows
not.
that though.
Fair point.
What's this place called? The Sword and the
Do
Shield?
I see any signs on the road
And you see any sign?
that may or may not be like
Like in this direction.
inn this way, or Nick's lodging 5 steps?
There doesn't appear to be any obvious signage around town. You guys are still on the outskirts, and you guys have been told that there's probably an inn closer to the center of town. So if you were to,
Okay.
and you
probably
have been
find
given
it.
you have been given the name the Swinging Sword. So you know there's a building called the Swinging Sword that will service your needs in terms of an inn.
It would probably be like
Yeah,
one of these
as you
large
guys
buildings.
as you guys are still coming into town, people are just kind of looking at you like, oh my goodness, they see all this blood kind of get away from you,
Yeah,
and they
back
see the
up.
demon over here, and they're like, oh my goodness. It's just kind of like, you guys look like a really, you fit the look of bandits. Alright, you got this
I
dragon,
don't
you got
doubt
this
that.
orc.
I'm a
That-
half orc.
Orc,
Half orc.
dragon. Okay, the elf is the most sane looking one, but being covered in blood, that
And an
kind of
elf.
ruins that appearance. And so, with all the stuff going around in the area, with all the bandits and everything, people are really, really hesitant to want to talk to these strangers covered in blood.
So if we
I guess
just-
I'm going to continue
So-
into town, into the center of town.
I have other
probably run right
possessions,
into it.
traveler's clothing quality. Is it possible for me to just change out of
You
my
can
rag?
change out.
I'm changed out.
Okay.
Right in another street.
I go behind this tree right there.
Which number is the tree? No.
It's right next to the 500. No, you know what? I'll go to the Grove over here.
We're gonna go get
To
naked
the
inside.
east.
Make a
of,
perception check for me. You roll a
Then you
20.
hear
While
that
he's
same
doing that,
lady
I'm
with the
walking
kids
into
go,
the center
"Oh my
of town.
god!"
I'm walking into the middle of town while he's doing all that.
Okay.
15.
15, okay. As you're going back to that grove to change into clothes, you notice that there's a pond back there that you could wash off all the blood.
Do I go? Yeah.
I don't know, do you go?
Is there anybody around me?
Not that you notice.
Around the.
Not at the moment that you notice. I mean, there's people down the road, but if you were to walk in there, people, just from what you've seen already, people would be like, oh, yep, nope, we're going.
It's not gonna matter, dude. They're all gonna like disperse as soon as they see you.
Pretty
Well,
much.
before I get in the water, I want to know also: are there any predatory fish in there?
Like your stalker,
or
like,
like say an alligator, you know, something.
I thought you were thinking of like
Yeah,
people
this pond
watching.
that's the size of 3 houses has like fully stocked with piranha.
There's a kelpie in there.
Hey, you never know. But yeah, I do want to go and
Carnivorous.
wash up and wash my
That looks
well,
more like the
my
pond
rags
that
that I'm wearing.
Things
You know,
did
he
notice.
probably
The
would need
warning,
to, because I
keep
don't know
out
if they'd let you in
sign.
the hotel.
Strong
might be like, excuse me,
undercurrent.
sir. I'm gonna have to
I
ask you
love
to
that
come leave.
there's an ad in Australia about why it's good to learn to stay in school and read. Like these people like skip school, jump out the window, go, and they having like nice day on the beach. Da, 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 da. Also like explosions and everything.
What
And
are you talking about?
they walked right past
me
the sign
a-
that says
make me a
military
nature check.
test range.
Oh,
A nature check.
A nature check.
I'm up.
meaning is like one of those you
10.
read through a fish gonna
Plus
like,
one.
get you.
10. You know, you're looking at it. It looks very pondish. You're pretty sure there's not going to be anything too deadly in there.
Pretty sure.
But you
Probably-
may have seen this
I
thing
go
about
in-
this long, slug-like swinging around. No.
I don't leave my. I just go into the knee high,
Okay.
have mid thigh, wash up. I still
Is it
have
knee-high
my
or
belt with
mid-thigh?
my
Which is
dagger. Thigh, mid thigh.
Okay.
Wash up real quick and
Ooh, look,
change my
yeah.
clothes.
Okay. Change your clothes. What do you do with your old ones? Are you trashing them? Are you
I
keeping them around to...
do a haphazard, real quick wash,
It's gonna do
wring it
the
out, throw it back in my
wash
bag,
the wash wench
Perfect.
cleaning
and
Okay.
I go back towards the center of town. By now, where are
Okay,
they at?
so as you walked into town, you split off to go to this grove. You said you just kept going towards the center of town.
Keep
What are you
going.
two doing?
I probably would have just kept going because
Okay.
I would have been like, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, you're scared
I'm
of
gonna follow them,
everything.
but I'm gonna drop back so it's not obvious I'm with them.
Okay.
Am I still? Is he still within sight of the group? Or
Dude, you're the one that
You're
hopped
the
in the
one that left.
pond.
Make me a deception check real quick, just to make sure that the townsfolk kind of are like, okay, he's...
Are you trying to play like ninja in like,
Him
a
or I?
really crowded town with no tall buildings?
he's looking for
Dragonborn
kids
covered in
to
blood
eat.
is trying
I'm
to...
not covered in blood. I'm the one that's not
He's
the
looking
one
for
that's
the
not.
orphanage.
Oh my
point,
god,
good
there
point
you
for
The
go.
ones
Yeah,
that nobody
which-
will
You should
miss.
have parents pay you to steer their
Homeless
children
kids.
into obeying the law or
Yep, everybody knows you are part of that group. You try your darndest. And you thinking you're doing a pretty good job to kind of hold them back, but people are kind of like, dude, we don't recognize you. Two of the people we see came into town. You're like 15, 20, however many feet behind them going, I don't know. Something seems fishy. They may not right away put two and two together,
the blood matches.
but
I don't have any blood on me.
But you're also with
So that shouldn't make me.
Okay,
demons.
you caught back up.
Half orc.
Okay,
No, I'm not up with them.
I know. You're not with them.
He's not walking right next to
He
us.
came up from behind, so he's going to either be behind or near you as you guys are walking up.
He's
He
walking
walks in
down.
and he's like, "Sup, man?"
He's walking down. Where is he right now? 19, 15,
So
14,
you guys have probably hit around 10. Okay.
10. Yeah, and I'm going back around this way. I don't want to come back to
When
that.
you get to 10, you see a sign on there that says Drouth Fine Poultry.
Oh, okay,
Okay.
like a butchery.
Mhm.
Something like that.
And then immediately across the way, there's a place called Whalevers Wagon Works.
Okay.
There's
that
also
number 7?
a sign at the northwest corner of town that points. It says Keldale Path, Cairn Road, straight ahead. It does mention the swinging sword.
More north, you said?
It mentions northwest, that corner right there at the big intersection. It has a sign for it that says swinging sword and the stoneworks. So you guys know you're on the right path.
I've got my desk though. I've got my destination.
Okay, so you're gonna keep plugging towards swinging sword. Okay,
Where I'm going.
Yeah, I'll probably go to the thing swing.
you're gonna go swinging sword with him.
I need to clean up first before I do anything. So
Okay. You guys that are kind of tailing behind, you see them just walking straight. You're just gonna keep following
Yep.
them to the swinging sword. Okay.
I am actually. We're by number 10.
You're probably a little bit. They just got to about 10 to that intersection.
maybe
You guys
I'm
are probably.
12.
You're like where number 11 is. You're on the road
Okay.
about the distance number 11. So you're back a ways, but not terrible.
I'm looking to go
Just go.
on the north side
Oh,
of Building
thanks.
13. Looks a little bit darker
That looks good to
there,
me.
like a little alleyway. I'm gonna start looking for somebody,
Oh.
for my contact.
He's gonna sit in the
asking,
alleyway and wait for
hey.
people to walk by.
Well, no.
Before he sprints out and goes,
the
"Whoa."
scoundrels are probably in this area. So,
I would go off your
You're
stage.
kind of
That's some
looking at
profiling, dude.
Screw with people.
hey, man.
Okay, when you start coming up to 13, you see that it has kind of like a metal plate just down by the door that wouldn't have really caught everybody's eye. But it says Ironhead Arms.
I'm looking at my surroundings. Is anybody following me? And I need to make a determination if somebody is or not.
Okay, make a perception check.
Damn it. 19 plus 2.
Okay, looking around, yeah, you don't notice anybody following you. It's the same type of thing. People seem to be a little bit wary. They're not like
Okay.
terrified because they're used to stuff going around, but it's like, dude, I kind of want to stay away from the freaky
Demon.
demon.
So I'm
guy.
going inside.
You're going into Ironhead Arms.
Yes.
Okay. Hugh Cax, what are you doing?
I'm still following them.
You're still following them.
Yep.
Okay. All right. You guys continue walking down the road, and about halfway between the big intersection and the quarry down the way, you do find number 2. And there's this sign in front of it, kind of one of those old-fashioned ones that comes out on the wrought iron and just wood. That says the Swinging Sword.
I knew that was it. Biggest building in town. Alright. I'll probably just walk in there.
You're just gonna walk into the.
Right.
Looking all crazy. All this blood.
What's up? Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
No, just, I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Just like tap the
casually
window?
stroll in there and well as well, I
Okay.
guess.
As you guys come up, you realize that it's a 3-story building, so it's got plenty of rooms
Damn.
in there.
Excellent.
This one right
Is
there?
that a Kim Possible?
It is Kim Potwell.
That was a flashback.
The sign, when you take a really good look at it, it actually looks to be like a carved scimitar with the name of the Swinging Sword on it.
Like it's an actual sword.
It's just, no, it's a wooden
Oh,
wooden
okay. I would've been like, that's
carving of a
badass.
sword. Okay.
It's a little advanced.
When you guys come into it, it actually seems like a really luxurious and posh inn. I mean, it looks
Like
very
out of
nice.
my wall.
Potentially
Maybe
out. I mean, that's
possibly
maybe
out
probably
of
your
the
first gut instinct is like, oh my goodness, this is going to be pretty expensive.
Like,
You walk in, and as you guys walk in, it kind of gets quiet. I mean, there's not a huge amount of people, but people are kind of like, okay, what's going on here? Looking around the room a little bit, you notice that there's probably about 3 round tables. It looks kind of almost just like a dining room area, like they might be serving you breakfast or what's up at the bottom. There's a nice fireplace to your left, and then straight ahead of you there is essentially basically a counter with a lady behind it. And she turns around to you guys. She goes, "Good morning. What can I do for you this morning? Or afternoon, sorry. Busy day. Busy day."
Can I get a room? Preferably one with a key.
With a key. Okay. How much are you looking to spend here today, sir? Because we have quite a few different price points.
A small room is fine.
the linen closet.
The linen closet.
Remember, the main
I don't
focus
take
is
much
a
space,
private
I just need
room
to-
that can lock, and also access to the wash. Please.
We kind of, if
Orc.
we
I
have,
know, isn't
we
it?
basically have a communal
detective,
wash
I forget.
room area that's just got a basin that you can wash in.
Okay.
If you expend a little bit more, our 3rd floor does have 2 or 3 rooms that have their own private basin.
And what's the price difference?
For just the modest room, you're looking about $1 a day. For one of the more
Damn.
expensive rooms, you're looking about $3 for an evening.
Are you ready to have this all
How much
off?
money do I even have? I better check. Before I
Down here on ground floor, we have a couple
slap some
of
money down.
just barrack type rooms that we could part with, and you could 2 silver a day to be able to stay in some of the barrack rooms.
Well,
Is
I'll
it-
take one of the 3 gold rooms for tonight, and we'll discuss. We'll see where I'm at.
Very well, sir. Thank you very much. And she
Thank
takes
you.
your money and she hands you a key. She goes, "It'll be up 2 flights of stairs, and it's the 2nd door on your right."
Thank you.
You are welcome.
I am shipping money.
So 2 flights of stairs, so 3rd floor or
3rd floor.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh, I got.
Second on the right.
Hmm.
Second on the right.
Second on the right. Yes, sir.
I'm up to my room.
Okay. You head up to your room.
I'm assuming I was right behind him and listening to this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
She
so
goes, "What can I do for you, dearie?"
I'm gonna also do the 3 gold room with a lock.
Ooh, big
One of
spenders today. I like this. Awesome. And she
A
reaches
lady
behind-
needs her privacy.
Right. She reaches down. She takes your gold and she reaches down the counter. And as she reaches down the counter, her sleeve kind of comes up a bit, and you see like a tattoo of like a dragon just on her arm.
Oh.
And she goes,
okay.
"And here's your key to my dearie." And she goes, "It will be 2 flights of stairs up, and it'll be across the hall. It'll be your second door on the left."
Okay. Thank you.
I told you right, correct?
What?
I told you second door on the right, correct?
Yes.
All right. What's Cax doing? He's walked in here. Is he right behind them, or?
Whoops.
Wait, are you the one on the right?
I'm on the right. You're on the left.
I would have
I
probably
forgot I chose a poor lifestyle.
How much money do you have?
I have a lot. I have
Okay,
plenty of money.
okay. Okay.
That's not an issue. I forgot that as a lifestyle choice, I chose poor. And, well, I mean, if you think about it, like the more money I spend, the more money I make.
You know, my lifestyle in real life is but if I have the money to go stay in a nice place.
Well, I'm saying like the more money I
What are you
spend
looking
because it's
at?
based off of
What
expenses and a
Oh,
percentage
well,
of
you have to
expenses.
ask him because in this thing they have
The more money I
everything.
spend, the
and
more money
depending
I
on what
actually
location we're
profit.
in,
True.
some of that stuff might be.
So,
So
This is
it
true.
depends on what you want. Like if it's probably.
I think I had to. I'm playing 40 chess with money
then
right
you're
now.
gonna get it. It'll have.
I
the
think I
price.
walked up, and like halfway through the conversation with them, so I will have heard.
But you're too good for us.
Yeah. What the heck? Dragon Boy.
It's called support.
Got
from the
him.
rear.
Got him.
It's called support from the rear.
Good afternoon. Wow,
No,
we
no,
don't
no.
get very many of your type around
No,
here.
I'm not actually walking up to the counter.
You're at the counter though. If you heard what they said.
I had to get that close.
Well, yeah, I'm just having a
No,
conversation.
he
with
lizard
them.
crawl onto the ceiling and he's listening.
No alien here.
Still not.
She probably would have-
His arm.
Even if you're across the room. She's still be like, "Good afternoon. Wow, we don't get many Dragonborn around this type. Is there anything I can help you with?"
No, she's super nice.
Would this inn also sort of have a tavern on the bottom floor?
Yeah, but like I said, it's like a dining room type area. I mean,
This thing I have.
there's pretty much the counter that she's at is kind of like the inn check-in, but there's also like there's some bottles behind, and there's a small kitchen back behind a door, and like I said, there's about 3 tables in there with a fireplace and stuff like that. So I mean, it's a dining room bar-ish type thing.
I have 2 places I want to go if they have it. It's our one separate thing.
Probably just ask. Is there any specials on food today or anything? Like just
We have a few specials. We enjoy selling our crumbled cake. If you would like some of that crumbled cake. We also just have your basic staples. We have eggs. We have bacon. We have some beef.
yeah, because it's morning, is it? No, we're fairly close to the evening.
It's about 2 o'clock, 2:30 by the time you guys are here.
It's called brunchy.
We can we could probably fry you up a steak. We have
Ooh.
different soups and stews as well.
I'll take some of that crumble cake.
Crumble cake?
And-
All right. That'll be 1 silver piece.
There's
please.
this dragonborn with a piece of cake.
Hey,
Little fork, little dainty fork. Little...
Do you want a cup of tea with that? So you gotta hold
This is
your big
delicious.
claw pinky out.
I'll sort of just sit more to the side somewhere, so watch what things are going
Okay,
on.
so you're just gonna go find a table that's pretty much nobody around. Okay, so you go and you sit at this table and you kind of just you keep an eye out, try to see if there's anything interesting or intriguing going on. Nothing particular really catches your eye. Just people going about the business. As you settle down, you start eating your crumble cake, which is more of like a cornbread veggie mash. I mean, you get all your nutrients out of it. It's not really the most tasteful thing in the world, but it's filling.
Sounds good, actually.
So you don't really notice anything out of the normal. It's out of the ordinary. It's a basic, pretty much day. Galvari, what are you doing, dude? You went into Ironhead Arms, correct?
Yes. What's the? It's underground, kind of like the basement type.
No, it's up. It's up.
All right.
It's up on top. So as you walk into Ironhead Arms, you walk in and it surprisingly seems a lot smaller than what you would have expected.
How many customers are in there?
At the moment, none. At the moment, none.
That's when
The
Josh just opens up.
shopkeeper cleaning. What's he doing?
The money here.
When you walk in, you have basically you have 2 or 3 like racks on the side. You have a few little odds and ends, swords, axe, some of the basic weaponry.
Got to transfer
you have a counter,
to make it remote.
and then right behind the counter, which takes up most of the building, the rest
I was
of
hoping
it
to
is
do it by
basically
itself.
like an anvil. There's a kiln off to the side. Not
So
a
he can
kiln,
cuss.
but
He can make stuff if you want.
But he does some work on weapons. He is not like a master smith, but he's
He tinkers.
made some weapons. He has repaired some weapons over time. Things like that.
Are any of my weapons damaged? What condition are they in?
At the moment, your weapons are fine.
Dude, like,
When you look behind the counter,
Sometimes you-
you
I don't
just
think they
see
got much action.
Yeah.
there's a lot of soot and
You
almost
never
like
turn
a
your phone
smoke
off?
in the back. So all you just see
Okay,
is
so let
a
me start
pretty
it.
burly, the
Sorry,
back of
my
a pretty
computer.
burly guy, just doing the,
I was sitting there waiting, wanting to load.
just kind of doing some repair. You can't quite make out
So could
many
have some of
features
those
except that
tabs,
he's
see if
he's
it
a
helps.
broad-shouldered.
It's just sitting there like
Does he know I'm inside?
wanting to.
Chrome's also wanted to update apparently.
And then just restart.
He did hear you enter. He just wanted to finish up
Hear
these
that.
this a little bit before he turned around. So he does about 4 or 5 more beats on the sword, and he goes and he puts the sword into the bucket and you hear the tss. And he turns around and you are greeted by an orc. Yeah. You got an orc, got the big tusks.
Sufficiently.
Oh, like a
advanced
full-blood.
magic? Was this
Like a
orc
full-blood
reading?
orc.
Oh my god, that's
Turns around and he goes, "How are you doing today, sir?"
Okay.
What are you working on, Smithy?
Working on a sword right now, doing some repairs.
Show me your wares that you're not selling to everybody.
Josh.
Well, that's a good one.
That's kind of a bold question.
And why should I do that?
Spell. I want flames a little bit.
God.
Come up. I want
Out
him
of-
to
I
see
feel like
my
this is like
eyes
he's got his dick.
No.
out of the kiln that he's doing. I want him to know I appreciate his business.
You appreciate his business?
No.
Trying intimidating the hell out of him.
Yeah, I'm going for the intimidation, and
Okay.
I'm looking for a special tool to carry.
Okay.
This is Josh's
Not-
new personality coming out.
Yeah.
So
I'm
I need
looking
you to
for
take me-
special
I need you to
wares
make
for
me
a
2
long
rolls.
journey.
I need you to make me an
Careful.
intimidate
This is a
And the
war. He might
concentration
take you
roll.
out.
and a perception check. So make your intimidate roll first.
That's 20. 15 intimidation plus 2, so that's 17.
Okay. Okay, and then make me a perception.
And that's a 3, but I
Okay.
want him to know that I'll make it worth his while.
So up to this point, you hadn't really noticed. He's leaning over the counter at you. You notice he's an orc. When you kick the flames in, he turns around and goes, "Whoa!" But as he turns, you notice that his face is like extremely like scarred and bruised up, like he's been in hundreds of battles. And you may be able to convince him to work with you, but quickly goes through your mind after seeing all these scars. Is this the right tactic? It may be. Turns around and he goes, "This is more my hobby. I enjoy making weapons. What you see is what I have. I have nothing else for you behind these walls. So either buy or get out."
Choose wisely, Tiefling. You're like level 1. He's probably like at least level 10.
You looked up
Bam!
next to his name, it's just question marks with a knife.
Right? It doesn't even have the question marks, just has a
my.
skull.
Decisions.
Run.
No.
He might be telling the truth, man. He might be just. I mean, this is what he's got.
That was my intro.
If only you knew someone who could speak orc.
Oh snap! He would have had an N because he would have been like a brother from another mother.
I get
kind of thing.
closer
What kind of? You're half breed anyway.
as I lay down.
This
Three
elf here.
3 gold is also worth the penthouse suite at the hotel.
Okay.
I'm not a penthouse suite.
I know. It's
Well,
just we're just
I
like
put 10
upper
down,
class.
and I'm looking for Lauren.
Holy Jesus!
You put 10 gold down?
Mango Barrel Lauren.
Wait, what?
Oh boy.
10 gold, I'll be Mango Barrel.
If
Holy
I'm like, I
cow.
totally know that name.
That's what you're into. Yeah, I can do that.
I'm gonna miss you.
You, hey, be careful.
So
Someone
am I.
might take advantage of you. That's true. No one said he was
I'm
trustworthy.
going
off-
God
I'm
to
going off
acquire
my,
currency.
You going off your guy?
my looks that everybody's suspicious of me.
I love this.
Oh boy. If the DM's laughing,
Either something
Bad
has
things
gone
are
horribly bad or like.
No, I
The
just-
weirdest battered player syndrome in the world. And I know he's the only person you've ever played with.
No, he's played Traveler at your store once.
Yeah, but we weren't even like that.
no, just the one player.
No, but like we weren't like a vindictive DM.
So then you gotta look at it and go, man, that's just his life.
Which I guess
So anyway.
goes for the loop with me.
I mean, I'm not gonna play with you. You're
Lord
gonna be
looks
a
at you.
dick.
No.
I deal in weapons, not information. He takes the gold and just kind of shoves it back towards you.
Oh,
turns
like
around,
if he didn't freaking just
He
take
walks
it.
back
like,
to
what the
his
hell?
thing, grabs his swords out, puts it in the kiln. If you want to make yourself useful, give him the fire.
That didn't work out well.
You're not like
That didn't
come
work
on.
out well.
Josh, you gotta rethink your tack here.
I like this guy.
What do I do?
No. He did say you could be
What's
helpful and pick
the
fire.
best sword he has in there, and how much is it?
Are
He deals
you,
in, he deals
are
in
you
weapons.
asking him?
This one.
He's afraid to.
Like pot metal.
I
Wax
look
for the
around
Japanese
in the
steel.
shop,
You look around the
and I
shop.
look for
Steel.
something that out of the ordinary, looks different, that I can
Cool.
use. Yeah, basically.
Mall
He wants
ninja
something
Basically, I'm
sword.
looking for Valyrian
Moth
steel
blade.
type
A
shit.
maul head on the end of a sword.
No, Mall Ninja.
Oh.
Have you ever seen the subreddit?
I'm looking
You
for
start
the best
looking around.
weapon.
You start looking around the wall.
Pretty good. I'll show it to you.
But if you
He's
don't
got
have
a-
assessed value, how would you know which is the best weapon?
He has a couple of short swords. He has a single scimitar.
What's a scimitar?
Curved
It's one of
blade.
those curved blades like you
blades.
see in Arabian Nights.
Oh,
That's a scimitar.
Yeah, Arabian.
He does have a long sword. He's got a battle axe, and the battle axe is kind of like propped up, almost in like a case on its own. You can still reach it and grab it, but it's like
Some
put in a
Dude, just
place
grab it
of-
and say you
How-
want it.
there's
But
no
my
other
character is more swift and agile.
Mhm.
He's not gonna be swinging that fucking battle axe like a dwarf.
Well, but
I'm looking at that
guy's good
curved
side.
does.
blade.
He does.
store. Short sword might be more.
As you look at the battle axe there, you see underneath it it's still just kind of like lined up like really
Oh,
immaculate.
dude,
The rest of the
I don't
weapons are
think I
kind of
should
like
be-
hooked up on the racks, whatever. But the axes, you got
it's gonna
great axe,
pop through it a little
and you
bit.
got a couple of hand
I
axes
was laughing
right
at
there,
this one.
and then you just have like a little tomahawk, just lined up down, and they are lined up nice and neat and seem much more polished. than the
I like
rest
that
of the weapons.
tomahawk.
That gets much more dangerous now.
Wow.
I like that
that's so
tomahawk.
awesome.
Like it's just
Your tomahawk, you're looking at.
Okay.
tactical.
So if I can find on
You're
wish.
looking at about.
That's on wish. Yeah. Half that stuff's on wish.
Like
You like the tomahawk. Do you tell him that, or do you just go grab the tomahawk?
I
like,
tell him
like
that,
threatening
and
things
I
just
also
buy, like,
ask,
the garbage shit you can find.
can he
The
add
fair.
different attributes to weapons? Or is it
He's
just
not-
straight up
he's not-
steel?
A wizard.
Are you asking me if I know magic?
Yeah, that's a magic question, man.
Does this face look like I cast spells?
This is
Looks like
this
you're
interaction is not going well.
Tomahawk?
Poor Sean.
I so need to
It's only my
save him.
first time.
No, it's the second time. I almost killed him last time.
Is
It's only
that-
my first time interacting with a NPC.
Is it
Can't
razor
save him,
fucking sharp?
Trick.
No.
I take pride in my axes. That tomahawk right there is meant to be thrown
Yeah,
Yeah.
stuff like a final wish.
and meant to
Yeah,
cause
that kind of
damage
stuff.
from the
Yeah.
distance. It'll be sharp.
Basically, the
What
mall
you do
kiosk
from this
stuff.
point on,
Yeah, that's why it's called mall ninja shit.
it's up to you.
6.
You take 6 gold, so you subtract 6 gold. He goes, good doing business with you. You might want to check out the bakery. He turns around, he goes back, grabs a sword, starts heating it up. And
Is that
pounding
is
away.
that an insult?
Hmm?
Checking out the bakery?
No.
Okay. I was
He
like,
deals in weapons. I dealt in weapons. Tomahawk. Minus 6
so-
gold.
You have the tomahawk. The tomahawk, for all intents and purposes, functions like a dagger.
Okay.
So,
Where is this at again?
and I think...
That's a weird tomahawk.
what is stabbing tomahawk?
Well,
Apparently, a stabbing tomahawk.
no, in terms of a dagger does slashing damage. A tomahawk does not exist in the D&D handbook, dude. Here, give me a... I'll add the tomahawk to your thing. Okay. So after you buy this tomahawk, what is your actions from this point?
I ask him if that's by the swinging sword. The bakery.
He just kind of grunts and just goes back to...
I exit. And I go
Texas takes
I
like
go north.
TV's like, screw this.
I go north from 13. I go north until I see the swinging sword.
Okay,
And I go
so you're
on.
walking down that road.
So where do I subtract 6 gold again?
So go to your
moving forward.
I think it's actually.
Oh, there it is. Currency.
Then you just tap it, subtract it, and then you just hit that arrow, and you're done.
How do you spell tomahawk?
Tomahawk.
That's what I thought about.
Sort of like the missile.
Tomahawk. And that's
Got 'em.
you're gonna add it to my inventory?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So I got information and a tomahawk. For 6
What
gold.
information?
Check out the bakery.
Oh, okay.
I'm looking for my contact. I'm on
Huh?
a mission.
Alright.
I'm also going to point out, since we get to town, that he ditches us again, so I don't think he should be trusted.
Oh, I didn't say I was looking for him. I was just like, I'm in my room. I don't. All I know is that you're eating crumble cake down by the fireplace. So.
Hi.
And what was that orc's name?
There, tomahawk is in your thing now.
Alright.
I don't think he gave you his name.
He didn't give you his
What
name.
was the shop name again? Iron.
Some iron works.
It was
or-
Ironhead Arms. Okay. We're back to you three. Damien, what are you doing?
Oh, that's my name. I forget.
It's the old guy behind you.
I'm gonna go up to my room, clean up.
Okay, so you get cleaned up. Clean, I'm assuming clean clothes a little bit, kind of get dappered up. Okay. You
So
go
it's
back-
about afternoon.
So it's about 2:30 by the time you guys got to the swinging sword. So you're looking, by the time you finish get cleaning up all that type of stuff,
Late
you're looking at,
afternoon.
3:15.
Okay.
Like that.
I can take a stroll about town,
Okay.
preferably alone.
Preferably alone. Okay.
Just kind of alright. Just haven't been to Red Larch and maybe ever.
So are you gonna, as you come down the stairs, you notice that he's downstairs at the table. Are you gonna try to
sneak past him and try to see if you can avoid his gaze, or are you just gonna walk out like whatever?
Walk out, like, why
Yeah,
would I
he'd
see-
walk
I'm not
out.
hiding from him.
No, you had said you'd want to be by yourself. That's why I was asking.
Oh no, I'm just. Well, like, I
Okay.
might like. Oh, there he is. Okay, cool. Out the door.
Okay, so you walk out. You walk out to the street. Which way you going?
Which building is?
When you look,
It's a really big one here. Yeah, me too.
when you look directly
If you have
across.
acquired anything through robbery, please report it.
The number you
Yeah,
said
that's
building
such
number
a
2 is the
strange
sword,
beast.
right? I'm gonna mark that.
I thought that was sort of bearing on our conversations last week. That would be sort of interesting.
When you walk out and you look across the street, you see a sign that says the Helm at High Sun.
That's number 3.
The helm at Hyson?
The Helm at High Sun.
Okay.
Let me just quick second.
What building was that? That he was in.
Number 13. Helm at High Sand is where?
Helm at High Sun.
High Sand.
Number 3.
And you were in number 13, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, right here.
It's a pretty rundown building that you notice. The windows pretty filthy, and they got like the grates across the windows.
Yeah.
A couple of them are pretty cracked. Above the door is the name printed, the Helmet High Sun. At the top of it, there's a huge, like a bucket helmet with 2 slits in it.
Okay.
When you look at it a little bit closer, you realize it's
slits.
actually like a wash tub that somebody had just punched holes into it, put a top to make it look like a helmet.
That place is cool.
Yeah,
I'm going
right.
in there now.
Just from the looks of it,
I'm
you're
going into that
pretty
place.
confident it's a tavern.
Oh. Never mind. Oh yeah. Screw it. I'll go in there.
You might
Okay.
get some good info in there.
All right.
Info.
Drunk people talk. You know, loose lips sink ships.
What was that?
Or you could be like me and accidentally murder somebody in a tavern. On
What?
total accident. Yeah, I was
When you walk in,
at a tavern in my old game.
It's
and
pretty
it was
much
just
what you-
super crowded, and I whipped out my longsword, not knowing it was crowded, and I totally speared someone on accident because I crit rolled.
You were saying.
we had to leave that.
when you
tavern
walk in,
quick.
it's pretty much what you expect from a tavern. It's pretty dingy. It's pretty dirty. You know, the smell of alcohol, smoke, tobacco. Golden tavern.
I'm just curious why you think like this is what
Wenches.
Trick imagines a tavern to be: dingy, dirty, hole in the wall.
I didn't say Trig. I said Damien. Nah.
Is there a difference at this point?
Sadly.
Damien has 57 gold and Trig has none.
Oh God. You know, when you get there, there's a wooden staircase off to your right hand side. Across the back wall, there's a counter, and kind of like your spec, there's alcohol, there's booze, there's a couple of kegs back there. It looks like there's a flag that has been like tied over a couple of sticks. It looks like it's just like a makeshift gurney to drag drunks out and throw them out in the street rather than having to actually just carry them. There is also a couple of clubs that are just kind of like hanging up there that look bloodied and dinged up like they've been used to
Bouncer
beat
1 and
unruly-
bouncer
yeah,
2.
exactly. Beat unruly drunks into submission.
I'm gonna go put a shine on the bar.
Okay.
With my coat.
Okay.
So
So you walk up to the bar. That was not the name. That was the name. Why? Uh-oh. I missed one. Oh, no, I didn't.
barkeep there, I'm assuming.
There is a barkeep there. I know, I'm sorry. I'm pulling
No
him
worries.
up. Pulling him up.
One for me and one for you.
Okay. You walk up to the bar and you see a human male behind there. And he's just chewing on. So he's got a sandwich line. Like, What can I do for you today?
One for me and one for you.
I'm down
there's
with that.
choice.
I'm down with that. He throws a glass out there and he like throws out two, fills one for you, just smashes it down. All right. Anything else I can do for you?
Not yet.
Sounds good. And he goes back to dealing with
Simple
other
folk.
people in the tavern.
All
All right.
I'll take a drink.
Solana and Cax, what are you guys doing?
Which one first? First question: would we have gotten some kind of descriptor for our person, like a tattoo, scar,
You got a name.
a name?
You got a name.
It. Okay. Well, I would have been cleaning up and getting blood off me and everything.
Okay.
Did we have some kind of like? It's not in my inventory, I guess, but I would assume we'd have some kind of normal clothing with us.
Typically, unless it's stated, no.
Okay.
That would be because like he had an actual change of clothes. You
Okay.
can usually, well, let me think. Usually
I have
with
traveler clothes.
yeah, which would be different than your armor. So,
Okay.
I mean, this is the way I look at it because armor could be one where like you wear your armor over your traveler's clothes. I've always
Right.
looked at your armor as a separate
So
entity.
okay, gotcha.
So yeah, you would have had your traveler's clothes. I mean,
Okay.
So then I'm not wearing my leathers right now. That could go underneath my uniform.
Well, you cleaned up, but I don't know. I don't know if you changed or not.
Because mine was a uniform
Hmm.
from the company.
Yeah, he put his uniform on to wander around town. I mean,
I think I was set of those later at home just because there's like.
so yeah, you probably at the
Because you
moment
bought them off of
if
Wish.
you just
Yes.
had your. You describe to me what you're wearing. I don't want to take that from you.
Well, if it's traveler's clothes, I'm sure it'd be like pants. You know what I mean?
How
Probably
is your-
nothing.
So is your armor a separate set of clothes, or would you say it's something that you
Oh.
put on over?
Uh,
I'm okay with either. Same thing with you.
Yeah, I'm putting mine over.
Okay,
my,
so you got your uniform and you got like your leathers and stuff
Yep.
on over. Okay, alright, fine.
I don't know what. Well, if I'm gonna be going more the agile route, I'd probably say it'd be integrated into my clothing rather than on top, less cumbersome.
Yep.
For me to
Yep.
for my acrobatics and stuff.
Yep.
Well, I noticed. So I noticed the dragon tattoo on her
Mhm.
arm, her right forearm.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll clean up and everything. So my leathers are integrated in my clothes.
Yep.
I guess I'll go down to the whatever her name. We don't need the hotel maiden lady.
Okay, so you're gonna go down to the
The front
counter.
desk. Front desk.
The front desk.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just going down there and kind of just getting her attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
See if she is, because since the hotels are kind of like the hub of information,
Okay,
in a sense,
okay.
like that in the tavern.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask her if anyone by the name of Hylia has gotten a room here recently within the last month.
She goes, Halia. She goes, why are you looking for her, dearie?
Oh, just a friend I'm meeting up with.
Well, if she's a friend you're meeting up with, you would know that she wouldn't be staying at the inn, my dear.
Okay.
Got him.
She goes,
Silence.
Nailed to the wall.
She goes, Halia's the owner of the bathhouse in town, my dear.
Oh, okay.
Should be like that
Write
one.
that down. I'll thank her for that, and then I was also gonna ask
Stop
her
that.
if there's like
No, I'll just go down there and buy
like
it
an
and eat 'em
apothecary
there.
or an alchemist here in
Drive back.
town.
No, not really.
She goes, we don't really have an apothecary in town, my dear. She goes, we have an armory, we have a
So much so.
couple of tanneries, we have
Blade.
the general market.
Okay.
You might want to check out Balivo's Sundries. He kind of runs a second-hand shop, either Balivo's or
The blade
what's the other
actually
one?
does spin, and that's an actual AR. So.
Probably.
That is America in one picture, unfortunately.
well, part
Of America.
it's American.
You also need the. random person. That's one part of America. The other part's the one person there CrossFit with their Starbucks.
Okay, no, she goes, yeah.
Their,
She goes,
the
Valuables is
other
kind of a
side.
convenience store. It might have something you're looking for. She goes,
Okay.
you might also want to check out Gelker's. He's kind of our resident secondhand store, barber,
Yes, but-
kind of a second tavern, a little bit more of a
Mercedes.
dump than the Helm across the way. But
Okay.
you might find what you're
okay.
looking for there.
Okay.
But it's
I
it's
just-
going to be a luck of the draw, my dear. She goes, it's not.
Oh,
We don't have a dedicated
Yeah, it's a Nike
apothecary
swoosh.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Just people who might know.
who might
some stuff.
have some stuff just laying about.
Okay.
Would I have been close enough to hear that conversation from where I'm sitting?
I don't know how I feel about that.
Are you actively trying to listen to that conversation?
I probably would have.
Well, if he saw me coming down the stairs,
I probably would have been trying to, because I know she's trying to find the same person I am.
You would have picked up. Make me an investigation check. Since you're trying to actively listen more than just passively.
Let's see if the dice still hate me today. They do. So much.
Do you not like onions, you?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, you should have chimed in.
Well, I figured 17 plus. Well, I figured with the spread you're giving, it was just like. Because I like their New York cheese, so.
With that, you would have picked up on most of the conversation. You know, I mean, there's residual noise, other people talking in the room and things like that. But yeah, you would have picked up.
So that's an 18.
Yeah, you would have picked up the majority of that conversation without any issue.
So I've heard the part with the contact's name and the location.
Yes, you would have. But do you know where that is? Did you write it down?
Yeah, did you write it down? And she would have told me where all these places are, right? She would. I would ask her, hey, can you tell me
Yeah,
about
she would have
where
told you.
they are?
That's so.
Like where the
90s.
back house would be, and then those two shops.
She goes, Elias
What a
is going
dark
to be
time for
a
America.
couple of houses up to the north of us.
So like number
It says it's
8?
more 2000s
15,
and 90s.
15. She goes, Vanderbilt
2000
is going to be actually. Which way did you guys come into town from?
I'm
David?
just
We
trying
came
to
in from the
remember
long road.
where the,
You would have passed
the-
Valibos right on the
the
way into
techno
town.
ranger
It was,
under
his
the
would have
bridge.
been on the east side of the long road, right as you came into town.
It would be 22.
Yes, ma'am.
I love how they put the
Says
other songs and it
Valivos?
matches the
Valivos.
other songs too.
VALLIVOES.
What beat, really?
Yeah,
Or OE, and then because of the apostrophe. And she goes,
which then gives you
and
down to how
Gelker's,
often songs
so
share a
Gelker's
very
is if
similar
you
beat or
head out
pattern,
here, if you head directly out and you
Okay.
make a kind of a kitty corner left, there's a road that goes straight down.
Okay.
She goes the very last building on the left before you turn onto Large
With
Path.
a lot of
17?
marketable
Yes.
art.
She goes, that would be Gelker's.
There's an
Hey,
algorithm
how
from
do you spell
maximum profit.
GAELKURS.
And it's been found from music, from movies.
Oh, so close. I had
The only
it.
thing that really hasn't been hit yet is like
Okay. And they're both like secondhand shops, but this one's more kind of ghetto.
less, like less marketable art, like paintings, sculpture.
Yeah,
that sort of thing, like higher art.
Valavos is convenience store. So
Oh, okay.
we're
That,
looking. You're thinking like
The more value it is,
Like
the
a
more
medieval 7-Eleven.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, basically your
Okay,
grocery
so
store.
we would get
Grocery store type
rations
stuff.
and basic supplies.
Yeah.
Like the stripes.
Gelker's is a true,
Then,
Like, is that
the
a pawn
actual
shop?
algorithm, like,
essentially. I mean, it's a
Okay.
secondhand store. He's the town's barber. He
Okay.
kind of uses
Really,
his
this one.
common area as a secondary
So what's
tavern
that
in
then?
town.
No, people
It's just kind of
talk.
it's one of the things. Like, I mean, if you're in Moses and you go down to Broadway Extended,
Okay.
that secondhand store there, which is like stuff just
Right.
piled outside.
Right.
It's just like, oh, that looks cool. We'll stack this here. Maybe somebody. That's what this place is.
Okay.
And you walk in, you know, there's a
He's got
table
really
probably in the
community.
back that you could have drinks at. You know, he'll cut people's hair,
because
he'll
of-
give them
I mean,
shave,
so
all
much
that
that
stuff,
was
but the
happening
blades are
before
probably a
that
little bit
whole
rusty. And I mean,
effect
it's
was
kind of the
really
rundown,
Well,
the rundown place.
Okay. And only because I wouldn't know
Wow.
as a character,
Mhm.
but I'd ask her
much more
where
fractured.
the
it's-
armory
we all play together.
or armory store,
Well,
ironwork store.
I think
wow.
we
Where they
have
go to-
Ironhead Arms, and then we have
Sure.
we have the
There's more, but
Smithy.
there's
Which
not.
one are you? Yeah, we have several different
Any
places.
major battle?
I would probably hit the blacksmith
players.
first and then maybe try.
She goes.
So you have.
So you want to go see
Antagonist, you have good guys versus bad
Tantor
guys.
Smithy, huh?
From your
She
perspective,
goes,
yeah.
that.
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
there's good guys and bad guys. there's a good guy and a bad guy.
I'm the good guy. Is that guy?
Or
She
vice versa,
goes-
or from the outside, there's a good guy and a bad
So
guy.
the smithy, she
There's
goes,
the underdog.
if you walk out and you take a right,
It's people versus
Okay.
people.
and then you take your first left at the main intersection,
here's-
and you go all the way down,
Narratives of
the last big building on the right,
taking down the
you
witch
can't
king.
miss the sign. It'll see the
Nine.
smithy.
Fair point.
Yep, 9.
Because it's
You said she said what the
everyone's
name
got
was
it
like
now.
Tan
Yep.
or something.
But
Tantur.
and you hear about
T-A-N-T-U-R.
the war that
Man, I'm gonna have this whole
beat
map kind
goons.
of.
Well, it's
Because
just like
no
one
one
of
else
these-
can do it. You
Yeah.
can't do that.
Well,
Getting
it's just like
everything
one of these,
mapped
it's like
out
I
here.
see the clips
And then
of,
the orc is
like,
I got the building, but she would tell me.
it's like a sequence.
The orc,
of
okay, and then you
different
want to know where Ironhead Arms is too?
clips
Yeah.
from each
Okay, yeah, she goes,
combat. It's just like
and
these guys
the
jump in front,
arm,
they
the
remember
armory.
these guys.
What was that's
and
not
then
really
it's
an
just like
armory.
they-
That's
they
a.
come out.
It's
and
like
they
a
have the
weapon
Not a
equivalent of
smithy.
their
It's a.
so they can't jump back out. and
Secondhand
they're like,
weapons.
oh my
Yeah,
god!
for intents and purposes, this. I mean,
Good
it's
job,
an armory, but
everyone.
yeah.
We just
She
got
goes in,
ganked by
she
such
goes,
and such a
you
You just got
guild.
pipe bombed by Rooks and King.
Uh,
Yeah, that was,
Ironhead
they were
Armory.
so cool.
That is right
I
at the
think it was
intersection.
actually
That
just
is
like
at
an ad for.
the southeast.
This is Eve.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not the
love that.
intersection.
It's just like every time
She
she
goes,
does, she's
if
like,
you
"Oh, I'll play
if you come back
Yeah,
in the
so
way
you're
you
saying Baker
if you go back down the road
It's
the way
free.
you came down the long
True.
road, it'll be on the left hand side.
And the special
you
is
can't miss the
in
sign over the
making
door.
Free to play.
Okay.
I guess she goes, no, it's more of
I
it's
had
just
checked back on my wallet.
metal
It wasn't over here for
plaque
something
next to
like
the door.
this.
Okay.
That'll say Ironhead
I checked
Armory.
like the day before, so it was like, ooh.
I'm gonna give her a silver coin for all that info.
Thank you very much,
No, I think
dearie.
that's
I
the
appreciate
biggest thing
it.
is
I'll say thank
why
you
does it
for all
have
your
to be
help.
like that? Like, yeah,
So what's-
people that
what
talk
brings you to
everybody out,
town?
You don't have.
Oh, actually, this is my first time in Leadmarch. Just
relationships.
Red Larch, just a traveler. Haven't been
Our
here
group.
before.
Okay,
with you
all
and
right.
your-
So just
and
taking
this
in the
other
sights.
group, and then
Sounds
you're-
like a
Yet
plan.
this person's your friend that you're looking for? Suspicious.
She don't need to know Jack.
But you just said it was your friend, and it's like, oh no, I've never been here before.
Well, I didn't
So,
say I've
maybe
been
they're
here
long
before. I
distance
just
friends, all right?
yeah. You don't know that. Maybe we're like
Pen
pigeon
pals.
pigeon friends.
Pigeon pals.
Pigeon
So I have a question for the table. How much of a dick of a GM should I be?
Like, define dick.
Yeah, I guess that would be.
Because my definition of
If you
dick's
were
probably going to be different.
legitimately overhearing, you probably should have wrote down everything she just got.
Yeah, I know.
So how much of a dick of a GM do I be and go, oh, your perception was pretty low because you were side conversation with somebody else in the tavern?
I would say that
Well, that would be realistic though.
there's the
If you wanna
my
think
character
that
knows
way.
versus my player knows.
Yes. I know, I'm just trying to be a dick right
I know. Hold on. You are under no obligation to tell Hugh something again if he wasn't paying attention. That said, Hugh probably, as a player,
Would know
doesn't
this.
know this because he didn't write it down. His character would.
Yes.
And so he could get it from Aubrey without metagaming.
I'm just being it.
If Aubrey was nice.
I'm just being it.
If I was nice.
Yes.
Aubrey would be
You
like,
need to- you
I'm
need
not
to-
willing to
be a
share this
total
with you right
ass.
now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Hugh's out of luck. And you should have been paying attention. Said,
9.
"Come, kid."
I'm nice too. I'd share my notes.
Tanter Smith.
Do you want me to just here fill in the map?
See, I don't know any of this. I'm not filling anything in.
No, you don't know any of this because you are.
I pretty much got the
about-
whole town map there.
You're on your walk
half
around,
of the
yeah.
town.
My walkabout? You mean I'm at the tavern staring at this drink? Bartender's just like,
You
"Wow,
mean the
this is-"
drink you finished and now it's empty?
No, I haven't drank anything
No,
yet.
Oh.
I tried to drink it, and then the scene cut. And so now I'm just sitting there like frozen. The bartender's just like, this guy's fucking weird. And he came in and gave me a drink, and he just sat there staring at his for 10 minutes. He just wouldn't talk.
Oh my
That
god.
Bethesda glitch.
So, do you
I'll
want
stare at the
to
ground and run
go right
fast.
to the contact first, or
Oh, helmet high sun. Oh, that's from you overhearing that. So you don't know that actually,
what?
because he told that to Trig when Trig stepped back out.
Yeah. So I technically don't know this one,
Yeah.
but I just filled it in just for the hell of it. But everyone,
You would have
everywhere
drank
else.
your. You would have drank your
I
drink.
know.
What are you doing in the tavern?
Did she mention that?
No, I was gonna drink it. What did it taste
I
like?
asked her.
How was
Because
it?
I asked her
Was it
what they
good?
did
Bad?
in
was it?
town.
It was like extremely intense.
So she was saying this.
We're talking
is the
like
smithy. Like if
he's
you
got
want
a
something
shine
type
made.
stuff. He was like
and he's
excited
like
you
a
down there. He's like, all right, I'll have a shot of this.
second
I mean, you're like,
weapon.
even if you've been drinking for years, you coughed on this one. I mean, this thing was an intense.
Microbind.
There's that 180
start-
proof.
Another reunion? 180 proof. It's only 90.
Oh, I
As-
know.
180 that kill you.
90%
Oh my
alcohol.
god.
As you start coughing, you hear him going. I'm taking another bite. Another. All right. He comes in, drops 2 more, just
That'll be 20 gold for those.
right. He just walks out.
Because that one's over. You said 1 silver.
Yeah, it's 1 silver.
I was like, what? So it's total of 4 silver, right? Or is it 1 silver for the 2?
No, it'd be 4 silver at this point. Okay, what are you? So you got all this information from her. Where are you headed?
Well, I would see him. I'm assuming like coming down the staircase. It probably. I mean, a dragonborn's kind of not hard to spot among people. So I'm just saying, you stick out
Not
like
really
a sore
blended
thumb.
in.
I mean, like colored
some things
scaly
stick out
dude,
like a sore
I do
thumb.
bunch of white people, or maybe
I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I'm just saying. Sometimes things are a sore thumb.
So I'd probably go up to him and I'd say,
No, I
"Hey,
mean, think of like I go into.
I know where to go." I wouldn't say where or who.
Jeez, you guys down those like they were.
Yeah, you gotta get in on that, Jeff.
I won.
There's plenty of that holiday chocolate stuff though.
Yeah, no, I'll probably use some of that too.
So I'd probably just let him know, hey, I know where to go,
Very
not saying
Well, I was
where,
gonna say
who
the
or where,
part
just
about
in case
chocolate is
people,
very
you know,
Okay.
there was baddies out in the crowd.
So you say you know where
Long hill
where to
down,
go.
yeah.
I'm assuming you're gonna head to.
I know.
Probably go to the bathhouse
Yes, I do
first, because
chocolate.
there is stuff I want to do in town, but I'll do that.
Long hill down, yeah.
Okay.
I will dial this bill.
So Lana just told you she knows where to go. She's headed out. You following?
Did you actually come over and tell me?
Yeah, I did.
Why did you do that?
Right. I just came up to you and I said, I know where to go. Come on.
And just walked out. So whether you follow or not, that's you.
Yep, it's true. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want.
I'll let you leave first.
Okay.
I want to be in the back.
It's gonna hurt my feelings. He never wants to walk
Good.
next to me.
Good. Freaking half elf.
I'm not a half elf, I'm a full blood, you idiot.
That's worse.
Wow, there's a lot of racism in here.
I know.
I mean, I can't really expect anything
See,
better
the fun-
from
the
these
fun-
bearded non-orc
The
races.
fun part about this is that before you guys even get out of town, you're probably gonna kill each other.
Or he just rolls and trips on sword or something.
Oh, is it my turn now?
Alright,
Okay,
kinda
yeah,
dancing
like-
around.
So you're heading out.
Okay.
You're gonna follow her at a distance.
20 feet
I
away.
know. I'll go and thank the lady for the crumble cake and compliment her on it.
Okay, so she's
I'm
gonna
not
be like,
uncouth.
She's like, I never cooked it, but thanks.
well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. We pride ourselves at our crumble cake in this town. What else can I do for you?
Red Larch crumble cake, the only thing they're known for.
What else can I do for you,
Steal
sir?
it and drive them into the ground.
Does he notice the tattoo? Would he roll for that since he's been talking to her?
Huh?
Well, you noticed it because when she reached under the counter, her sleeve.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It would have been nothing that he had just,
Yeah.
you know. So what brings you to Red Larch, sir? Like I said earlier, we don't get many dragonborn around these parts.
Oh, I'm just traveling, taking care of some personal business.
Oh, shoot. Just taking care of some
Personal business, huh? Is there anything I can help you with? Any information you may need?
Yeah, she just made some money off of me. For information.
Ooh, I'm gonna go stay in the bathhouse. So this is the loose lips over there. I'm gonna get out of here. So
Wait, that's not that page. Oh, I don't think I have that other stuff right there. Oh, I may just need, for right now, I just need some cheap lodgings for the night, probably. Don't know quite yet how long I'll stay here.
Fair enough. Are you looking for just like the barracks downstairs? That's a couple silver a night.
It's the wine cellar with a bunch of cots.
It's like, yeah, there's like off to the side. I mean, you can even see there's just like a couple of rooms that probably have like
Like a halfway house.
4 or 5 stacked cots or whatever on them. I mean, there's like bunk beds in there. Like you would military cot type style. You would.
Oh, I'm not necessarily looking for something that cheap.
You said the cheapest. That's the
Well,
Well,
cheapest.
we have our second floor, which just has your basic room. That'd be 1 gold piece a night, and we have our more. Yeah, let me check real quick. I sold out. Oh, you know what? I don't have any more. So I only have the basic rooms.
Me
I
and
sold
Pat
out. I
Park
sold
up
out
in
the
the
nice
penthouse.
ones for the rest of the night.
That would be great.
Okay.
Thank you.
That'd be 1 gold piece, please.
Yeah.
You give her a gold piece, and she says, "Your room will be upstairs. It'll be the last one down the hallway on the left-hand side."
Nobody knows where each other is bunking, do we?
Not at this point. Nobody said anything.
So
really.
if like shit goes down,
well, I
we don't know where
mean,
anybody's
you would have
at.
heard where he was
Oh yeah, because I was right
because
behind
you're right
him.
behind.
Okay, so
and
I know
he
where he's
took
at.
off. You know where he's at, and you said you were far enough back.
So
not
if
right
like
here.
the
So
crap hits the fan,
you know
I know
where
he'd find
Damien
him.
is.
Okay.
Okay, so you're done with that. Are you gonna?
I'm not going to
Right.
How does she know where I am?
Hmm?
How does she know where I
She's
am?
right behind
I was
you when
I was
you
standing right
actually
behind
went.
you when you were doing that.
You guys walked into the inn at the same time.
Oh, I think like where I am now.
No, the room.
Okay, I'm just like, what?
No, I was asking like if we knew
I'll
where
take
if
care
we
of
were
it now.
sleeping.
She's an
or
elf.
where-
She knows.
That's right.
What now?
This problem right
take
now.
the lady and then head
Okay.
outside
Right.
and see which direction she's headed.
Okay.
He's gonna start jogging.
Okay.
He's gonna skip.
Great.
So,
Tail
you
smacking
leave-
people
did
as
you
he goes
leave-
by.
You left the
I exited Iron.
Ironhead?
Yep.
Ironhead Arms. Okay.
And I'm
Which way are you
walking
gonna go?
north towards the smell of bacon bread.
Okay. So you're gonna walk north to the smell of baking bread, which is going to be kind of a.
It's just like following all like the different housewives, just like.
I would say this is.
Well, no, a
this is
town
a
back in that
this is a
day
town-
has one local bakery
was
that town
joking.
prides itself in.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
no, they pride themselves in their crumb cake.
It does.
Josh.
Yeah, they have the
we had this
bakery,
conversation.
but you figure you got the tavern, you got the inn, and you have several other little houses between you and the bakery. So to be able to pick up on the scent.
Trey,
Oh my god, dude.
you
Jesus
ruined those kids' hopes
Christ.
and dreams.
Well,
Did you just
you
kill
know,
their Advent
Hanukkah's the
calendar?
better holiday anyways, so you're welcome.
wow, now we're really.
Anyways,
saying,
so
it's truly
so
superior.
honing in on the precise smell of bread.
Because let's be honest, the smell
Well,
of
it was
dung
right
is
next
going to be a lot stronger right now.
Probably. So I'm heading towards center of town then.
Okay, so yeah, so you would still be heading north towards that
Yeah, that
T
big
intersection.
Mhm.
Kind of paying attention as you walk. You know, you look off to your right. You see a sign for Whalers Wagon Works, which is number 16. Off to the left, you see and you hear distinct clucking and everything from Ralph's Fine Poultry, which is number 10.
Oh yeah, you said we walked by that, right?
Yes, I did say you walked by that. At the intersection, you would have noticed there's just a sign that says Clothier. To the northwest corner, so number 7.
Did we also see that? Well, yeah.
You would
'cause
have.
we
You
would've
would have.
seen-
You walked by
okay.
it. You walked by it. So yeah, you would have seen the Clothier. I say if we're gonna be
Make it rain.
and then
Well, you're
number
making it rain,
1
2 silver at a time.
is All Faith's Shrine. And it looks like just a church from the outside.
Are there like certain religions in this
Yep.
game? Okay.
Probably not where I want to go.
Mostly just
looking the way I
like
do.
specific deity worship,
Oh, okay.
as opposed to like a
like
And I will be
like a
completely
So-
anything specific.
and I'll be
More of it's
completely
like
bluntly honest. I
Temple of
have not
Bahamut.
looked into the deities of the Sword Coast. I have no idea who they are.
okay.
So I'm
It's
at the
the major
intersection,
I have
coming
no
up
idea what
on.
those are. I've never paid attention to the
Tyr,
deities.
Bahamut.
I'm
Well, I'm
coming
sure-
up on
I
the
don't know if
clothier
elves
shop.
do
Okay.
any
I see
kind of-
this
In the
swinging
book, there's a
sword,
list of them.
Yep,
Okay.
you would see the swinging sword
but
over.
I'm not going directly there. I am taking it right and going towards this small intersection on the where 4 is.
You taking the
And
back out?
I'm just taking.
Okay, so you're gonna
that.
come down here,
Yeah.
and then you're gonna kinda-
yep, and go right in between
Okay, so
those
you're gonna
two.
go.
Impressive
You're gonna go up
you
between those
managed
places.
to stay in all
Okay.
picks this time.
As you walk up, you just see a
That's
Yeah, it's really beads.
very
yeah.
basically just like a scrawled sign more or less, but it says boarding house. I mean, it's a decorative one, but it says mother's boarding house.
Boarding house, would that be shit hotel, motel, or is that like?
Or
more
like
or less,
a
more or less.
what do you call those?
Well, I'm gonna go, and then
Blanking. on-
am I at the intersection? I see this.
So right now
Can
you
I
were to
see
be at
number
4, so you're sitting
17?
here, so you could probably if you looked over, you would see 17. It looks like a dump. There's junk piled up outside. There's a bunch of stuff just kind of piled around the building. You don't see any distinguishing mark as to what that building is. You're wondering if it's like the town junkyard or something like that.
Oh God, it's that bad.
So I'm making my
It's like that reverse.
turn and I'm going towards 5, that area.
You're going towards 5.
Yep.
Okay.
Or 4.
As you walk up towards 5, and you kind of look inside, you notice that there's a lot of wagon parts.
I don't know what 5
And
is.
a bunch of different wagons in different states of repair and disrepair. There's a sign
Oh,
above like the main entryway that says Fellorn's Safe Journeys.
is it a hippie store?
It's not. It is another wagon.
Oh, okay.
wagon.
Might be a bus, like a
It's
Like a
a
caravan?
yeah.
No,
service?
it is a wagon. A wagon works essentially. I mean, they're building
You buy
wagons.
those wagons.
I see.
Yeah, I mean,
I see.
you use car lot
Ah,
of D&D essentially.
That's a good way to put it.
Okay, so you're walking upon 5. You're kind of just meandering around town, kind of doing that. What is Damien doing in the bar as he's choking down these moonshine shots?
Oh God.
Is there anyone else in the bar?
There's a few people in the bar, just kind of meandering around. It's not
Meandering around, shuffling.
There's, I guess there's probably
They
one or
start running
two.
into the wall.
There's probably one or two, but most of the people are still at work for the day. So you don't have you have a couple guys who have their day off.
Every day is my day off.
Every day's your day off.
Really, it's more like Ferris Bueller's Day On.
Ooh. That's a good movie.
Well, I've enjoyed my time here. I will tip the barkeep.
Okay.
It's 10's all the way down, right, for conversion?
For a copper,
Like 5 copper is half of a silver.
I believe so. Yeah.
I'll tip him 5 copper.
Okay.
Cheap.
I was curious if you knew of anyone.
Josh, do you even know how much?
Trying to find an
got?
old family friend that I heard lived
2
here.
silver.
So, would that be 25?
The Tarnlars.
Who?
The Tarnlars. My parents used to know them. Or my mother, I should say.
Tarnlars. He's eating away.
An orc with a mother that he knows.
It's the dads that are deadbeats, Josh.
Wow, there's some real racial issues here that already worked out.
This is a good social like experiment.
I don't know where he was going
If
with
your
the
kids
mother.
ever have a sociology project, Jeff, right here, the
I don't think
Concept
this is
of
the group
racism
you
on
want
this.
to ever base anything off of paper-wise.
oh god,
A bunch of degenerates and then trig. Oh, look at it.
you're not put in the degenerate category.
Of course I'm on the DJ.
Yeah. It was the Tarnlars. Yeah, they own the clothier in town.
Okay.
They're down by the intersection there as you come into town.
I think I saw it on my way in. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I enjoyed the moonshine.
Here goes one more on the house.
Now for party.
All right, I'm gonna attempt to get to the doors.
I was gonna say, let's hope you don't have to make dex checks for a little bit because you.
I'll make a con check. I'll do this.
Okay, I remember. Okay, so the drunk. How do we do that one?
I think it's Constitution.
I think it is. Crap, it's not there.
Can he hold his liquor? Basically.
It's essentially. There no rules for alcohol.
I forgot to look. In your guys' player's
Yeah, 3
handbook, does it
shots
have
of
like the
special fucking brew.
subspecialties for like if you're a ranger or? Can I see those? You guys down there?
For what now?
She wants
Well, you
to
were
set
like-
classes.
You wanted
Oh.
us to look at like if you want if
Yep.
we want to be archery or beastman or something like that. Forgot.
That's old. Yeah, and I can show you where to look it up on the phone thing too.
Oh, here we go. Classes.
Okay, so when enough liquid courage is imbibed, make a DC 10 saving throw or advance 1 level inebriation.
Can I just take my default?
Oh, here's ranger.
So
Or
is
do I
this
have to actually roll it, or can I just take the?
so is this by the book or is this something?
What do you mean?
Are you a ranger too, Josh?
Rogue.
Okay. So then me and you.
So
You're the only
if you
rangers?
if you fail it the first time, it's speed half. So every time you So just roll me a Constitution save. I'm gonna kind of roll with this.
12 total.
12 total. Okay, yeah, you're able to handle. You feel the effects, obviously.
It is good.
It is good.
Strong. It is effective.
But yeah, you're able to manage it. So
And I'm up 50 or 5 copper at this point.
right. Okay, so you head it out, right?
So 1 silver is 1/100th of a gold.
Yeah. Yes. I don't know my DM screen very good.
Oh, was that it?
I applied on it. Where is this? Did I not save it? Oh, there we go. Okay, so 10 silver. No. Yeah, 10 silver for 1 gold.
10 silver?
Oh, here we go. Archetypes.
Yes.
Okay.
10 silver for 1 gold, 10 copper for 1 silver. So it's 100 copper for a gold.
Okay.
So yeah, so a silver is 1/10 of a gold.
Okay, so I got 15th of a gold. Or 0.15 gold, I think.
Okay.
Okay. I'll make my way to the clothier then.
Okay, so you're gonna head out and head to the clothier.
Yep.
What I'm gonna do real quick is I say let's take a quick break and get up, stretch,
Okay.
get water, something to drink. I'm gonna use the restroom, and I need to clean up my organization on my screen because you guys are splitting up and I'm having to open 15 things at the same time.
So are the only looks like the only two
Too
archetypes
old to
are
disappoint.
Beastmaster
Hunter
and
Beastmaster.
Hunter. Yes.
For sure.
For-
I intend to do that as much as possible.
Now be careful when you guys start to put things in, if you decide to put things in there rather than looking at this book, because I did allow homebrew content on everybody's so that I can create weapons and hand them out if we come across something.
Okay.
Otherwise I can't do it.
I'm gonna go home. I'm gonna tell you to go on your porch, and I'm gonna actually scream. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so Trig gets nothing.
Magic is for nerds. Was this the flower?
Trig,
Oh, I didn't have it back
Trey?
long enough.
I hate to tell you this, dude. You're sitting at a table with 4 other people playing D&D.
Traps a fly.
Yeah, I know. You guys are nerds.
He's not saying he's not.
No, that's what he's implying.
Y'all are nerds.
As
Total,
are you, good
totally.
sir.
Actually,
I
that
don't
was
think I
lower
need
down
to
here.
work on my
Let's see.
nerve.
Of course,
More, though.
only one of us at this table actually walked out to the porch.
Thank you, sir.
You told him to.
To be fair, Jeff, I would have gone on my porch and yelled if I hadn't had my neighbor's kids out there. They're creepy and weird.
The same animation sequence for them getting up.
How was your first NPC interaction there? Got a
It
little,
was a
got a
little
little tense.
Have to admit,
Well, it's pretty
but
that you got to meet a full blood orc, so that was kind of a tough interaction.
it actually went well.
See what you find out of the bakery.
Hey, I know exactly.
Other than-
I know exactly where I'm going. Not the bakery, somewhere else. But
Alright.
going to the meth house.
Sweet.
The skooma den.
I'm a rogue. Other scumbags are probably in that area.
Why do you just assume
He's
that
gonna
scumbags live in
He's gonna
trash?
hang out with
Like,
the drug.
why do you think they
Drug
live
place.
in the trap houses?
Swanson Edition, meth. Soap Lake, meth.
Yeah, but you're not.
I just looked up my class as a rogue.
And?
I'm going towards where I think other rogues might be. Every city has them.
How many mafia members do you know that live in a trap house?
Low-grade mafia members, maybe? I don't know.
No. They live in a decent house and park their cars on their lawn.
They probably live next door, actually. You would never know, though.
Like, you get the junkies that live in trap houses. That's where you're gonna go meet. You're gonna become a junkie.
Oh, God.
You're gonna be like the dude that dies from cat poop in Train Spotting. Where's Josh? He's just hugged
OD'd
up
on
all
fucking
over
meth.
again. He's just sitting there. Josh has wares.
scratching at the invisible bugs on his skin.
Yeah, it's gonna be
What?
hilarious when I put you down. All right, Josh, roll a new character. Arrow to the dome.
I've had to do that. Mercy kill.
They weren't even wounded. She just did it.
I just did it for fun. It wasn't really
I
mercy
walked
kill.
up in here, okay, Josh, roll a new character. I'm like, what'd you guys do while I was gone?
Mercy kill.
She decided that Josh roleplayed himself into being a junkie. I killed him.
Everyone just walks up
Just
on
took
Josh
him
and be
out
like,
of the
shh, 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 shh.
Tell the other junkies what you've seen here today.
Die, demon. Okay, I gotta organize this real quick.
Sure.
It's okay. It's okay. Just quiet.
Just let it happen. Let it happen. Don't stress.
Okay, so that's a...
Accept the fate you made.
Close your eyes. Don't let this be the last face you see.
That went darker than I expected. Okay, over.
Oh no. Just Cause 4 Easter egg. It's the pot with the pickaxe. Just get over it. Apparently that's in.
That's kind of funny. It's a fun game to watch. I'm not gonna lie.
What game?
Just get over it. I don't remember the guy's name. He has another couple games out that are pretty hilarious. Like, it's just so calming and then also so condescending. It's such a weird game.
Okay, so... Oh, this is for... Oh, no, okay, never mind. Okay. So, we are to Solana and Cax. What are you guys up to?
We were heading to the... Well, I'm heading to the bathhouse. I don't know what he's doing because he stayed behind or he's trailing after me. I'm not totally sure. Just gonna let
Okay,
him
so
do,
you're
I'm
heading
just
to
gonna
the-
let him do what Cax does.
So you're headed up to the
Go
bathhouse.
peeping Tom.
Speaking 90s.
But yeah, that's where I'm heading to the bathhouse.
Okay, okay.
And knowing that's where our contact is, I'm also going to follow.
I'm gonna make sure... I,
Dome's
I
actually
left
really well done.
Huh?
Really well
my
done.
weapons in my room
Yeah,
and
I
locked
remember
the
that too.
door, but I do have my dagger, like, hidden.
Okay, so you have your dagger.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm not totally...
So you're telling me now is the time to have an attack, right?
No! I'm
Pretty
just
much.
letting you know
Yeah.
that I am ready for the shiz when it happens. Kind of.
Okay, so. Okay, so you walk down and you get to the bathhouse.
Okay.
As you get there, you are hit immediately with just a amazing smell, just like flowers and
Smells so pretty.
yeah, just like lavender and just like you smelling
Shit in the
nice.
street.
Okay, so you're just like, oh my goodness,
Place
this
I
is
want to
amazing.
stay at.
Elf as an elf reminds you of home. I mean, just
Yeah,
the
you're
whole
like,
just,
oh my god, it's so clean. It
This
smells
is
nice.
so pretty. Okay. So when you get up there, there's like flower pots along the outside of the building, obviously with flowers
This is
all in it,
fancy.
and the windows have like little lines and ivy and stuff all around. It looks really, really pretty.
Okay.
As you walk in, you notice two things. One,
And you washed in the pond.
you have you have like some double doors
Okay.
off to the right hand side that lead to the actual bath itself.
Okay.
And then the rest of the building is actually, it looks like she kind of tailors and hand makes dresses.
Ooh.
So there's a few display dresses around the place, and then she's obviously behind her table just like sewing away at
That's
different dresses.
the owner? Or, well, I guess I don't know who
That's what you were assuming is that it would be the
Okay.
owner. Yes, yes.
Well, then I'll go ahead and head up there, which is making the dresses, and I'll say, excuse me. Are you the owner of the bathhouse?
She turns around and she goes, "Oh my, yes I am. How are you today?"
I am good. How are you doing?
I am doing fantastic. I am doing wonderful. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm out from outside of town, and I am looking for, I don't butcher her name, Hylia Hanadrome.
Yes, ma'am, that would be me. What can I do for you?
I don't know if I'd have, like, patch or mark.
Would you? You tell me.
Maybe I'd have it if I have like a carrying pouch or something
Okay.
with the mark. So I'll just show her the mark. I won't say anything. I'll just show her the.
Okay. She goes, "Oh my, you are from the Emerald Enclave. What can I do for you? Anything I can do to help you?"
Well, I guess what were we told that she was our contact?
Hmm.
That she was our contact, or what were we told specifically?
You guys were told that if you needed any information or any help within town, to contact her because she would probably have more information to give you about things that are going on and how to go from there.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I would ask her since if there's a seat there, I'll have a seat so it'll look like we're just having a conversation.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll ask her. So how has
buffaloes
the going around from town been? Have they been any certain rumors that have been flying up?
Things have been going crazy, and it is absolutely nuts in town.
Okay. I'll get on my little notebook.
Yeah, right. You're just like, oh, right.
Yeah. Make a little checklist here.
No, I want.
Jeff, would you like this last piece of pizza that you
Nope.
can eat?
No.
Don't know if I asked Jeff about that.
Late to the party.
Yep.
You guys can always fight for it.
No, he's already taking a bite out of it.
I mean, you could fight for it, but you would lose.
You will lose.
I don't have to win, I just have to eat the pizza. So if I lose and I eat the pizza, I win.
Sorry, give me a minute here. She goes, I know hearsays here and there. I don't know anything absolutely concrete, but I could point you to people that might know a little bit more than I.
Okay.
You could always make contact with a constable in town. Harbrook is a very, very good constable, does an awesome job protecting our town.
Harbrook?
Harburk.
B-U-R-K. Harbrook. Okay.
Harbrook. You could always make contact with him. He would have plenty of information for you on things that you could do to help the town.
Okay.
I would also check in with Kalia.
Is she a shop owner?
No, sorry, Kaylessa. Sorry, my bad. With Kaylessa. Yeah, she's the owner of the Swinging Sword.
Oh.
She
I already
is-
kind of talked to her.
She is such a sweet lady. You will get wonderful information from her.
Was that the lady I was talking to?
That was the lady you were talking to.
Okay.
She has plenty of information about everything that goes around town and will be able to help guide you to places to help.
Okay.
Trying to remember who knows what. Oh.
And you give us these people, who knows what now.
I expect you guys to explore, just not this fast everywhere. I was like, yeah.
Separately.
There are some...
Right.
Separately, that's the
There is-
problem. You guys
yeah.
are just like, ooh, town. Whoosh.
I know.
No, kids, don't split the party.
You're playing with some seasoned players here. We know where to...
No.
I know, that's the problem. That's the problem.
Season players, don't split the party.
I'm playing with
They don't
seasoned
do the party like in a dungeon, like a town.
I'm playing with seasoned players and someone who's never played before who's
Well, you
playing
know,
like a seasoned player
you say
destroying
that,
the
and then
town.
there's always that one dungeon where everyone's like, let's just go, like, you go that way, we go that way, and then it all goes to hell.
That's because they split the party. Don't do that. When town, it's fine. Like, honestly, we're in a town. They have a police force. There's a rule of law. Unlike Josh,
assume.
Josh is the only one that's risking getting murdered.
This is
He
true.
doesn't have very good people skills.
Clearly.
I mean, he's got horns. I mean, what,
We're just surprised.
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was going to be me, but I guess
I mean,
not.
he looks like a skinny Hellboy. I mean,
You're
what
really,
do
you
expect?
got really good people skills. It's just skinning and dressing and eating and cooking.
Looking for
I
smart
have
kids
skills that-
running
Are
around.
those the two, though?
Yeah.
Yeah, give me
Very
just
proficient.
a second. I think there may be another one here.
Okay.
Cooking.
I just need to make sure.
The Jeffrey Dahmer of the group, if you
Oh,
will.
God. Wait, who's the Jeffrey Dahmer? Okay, I can see that. Oh, well,
That's not true.
I mean,
at
it
all.
could be either one of them. It'd be one of those, like, who do you shoot?
Who bit off a nose and cut a foot
Oh,
off of a
yeah,
goblin?
that's true.
Who eats people?
Which is funny because that rumor hasn't been substantiated, but he's sure sharing with you guys like no tomorrow. There's a rumor that I eat people.
I don't even remember my rumors. And I refuse to look them up.
You didn't write them down.
I didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Oh.
Those are going to be the two that she really knows about. Like you'd find them.
The
more
two
about
main
them.
ones.
Yeah, those
Okay.
would be the two main ones. That Halbrook would know a lot about what's going around in town, being the constable, and then Kaylessa, just because of being at the inn and all the people coming through, she would know
Gotcha.
a lot as
Ins
well.
and outs.
She was, and those would be the two that I would go check in with to get more information.
Oh, okay.
I'll keep my ears open and see if I hear anything more, and if I hear anything else, I will get a hold of you.
All right, I'll let her know I'm staying at the Swinging Sword if she wants to get a hold of me.
She was like, perfect. You can go talk to Kaylessa as soon as you get back.
That sounds good.
Such a sweet lady.
I'll thank her for all the information. And that she may see me again.
Sounds good. So you head out. What were you doing during this whole
Yeah.
time? Were you?
I followed her and then
You
He was
followed him?
repelled by the smell of flowers and I'm just teasing you.
About
You don't
so
know
you walk in,
anything
you
about
sit down, you guys start having the conversation. He
Okay.
walks in, and she goes, "How can I help you today, sir?"
I show Crest
He's
for the Emerald Clip.
He's, oh dearie, I am so sorry.
He's alright.
Okay, all right. Yeah, both are animals.
You're
Okay,
alright
we're
so
good.
far.
We're good.
As of this point, you've been alright.
Okay, so she gives you guys that information, lets you go. Valvari.
He's going to get killed in the bakery.
So I'm gonna say at this
Yeah,
At
he's
this
gonna get
point in
beat by the
time,
baker.
at this point in time, we're hitting about 5 p.m., 5:30.
Okay,
I mean,
so
you
we're
guys have
like-
been out and around town for quite a while, checking things
Do
out.
shops close around 5 p.m.?
He
Can you say that?
just exited the bar, right? Because I was right by the wagon works while he finished his drink. So, am I
He
observant of
probably-
him exiting the bar?
He probably would have exited the bar a little bit before you got to Wagon Works, because
Okay.
you were taking kind of roundabout way, all
Right.
that type of stuff. Which direction were you heading when you left?
South.
Towards the closure. Okay, so yeah,
Thank
you
I knew where it was.
To break
you
up the
probably
time
what
to
ended
go
up happening is
get
as you
one of
turned and
these
went down that
and-
alley and then went towards number 4, he was coming out of the bar and going
Huh?
towards
Got it.
7.
Okay.
So you guys would have just missed the way it was
Like
gone. So
the
right now
next
you're
day,
next
then
to
same time,
Thelorn's.
Because then we could just meet
Right,
back.
isn't that what it was?
By number
Thelorn's.
5?
Yeah, number 5.
Constable.
So you're next to the
Okay.
Wagon Works.
And I already talked to this
Journeys.
lady, so I can just step prep again.
Where are you headed to next?
It's going
then
5
save us
p.m.
time.
I'm walking towards the... What is number 6 building?
Number
It's-
6. Okay, as you're walking to 6,
You were accosted by street gang.
you
And
are burned down.
Where's building 6?
Right next to the swinging sword.
Yeah, it does.
Right north.
Okay,
It's
Oh,
just
it is, yeah.
there's a sign there that says Chancyrl Fine Harness. CHANSYRL.
Chance Cyril Fine Harness.
Yes. And you can tell from the smell and that just kind of getting a quick look at it that you're pretty sure it's like a tanner.
Mm.
And you guys that have walked by this would have seen it. So Trig, you would have seen the tanner. Hugh and
We're at which
That's
number?
what is. That's what he is. He's a tanner.
yeah, number
6?
6 is a tannery. Yes.
Mm.
Oh, that's gonna smell great.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Right next to the inn, that's probably not the
It's
greatest.
probably not the greatest smell, and then right on the other side of that is the bathhouse. So you know,
Number 8.
Oh god, what a minute.
no, 15 is the bathhouse.
The bathhouse
Sorry.
overpowers the
8
stench.
is wow, my goodness, I hadn't thought of that. It's just a pleasant aroma it smells. Number 8 is Lauren's Bakery.
God.
So you got
What a
the
confusing
tanner.
world we live in.
You got
Why was like bread and also disgusting acids?
Why would
and
the
what is
tanner-
that flowery aroma?
You know, honestly,
Mixed in with the smell of animal.
Is that
pretty sure
whole,
the
is that whole
town
air
would've-
freshener thing? Air freshener doesn't make the poop smell go away. You just have flower smelling poop. I mean,
pretty sure these businesses who have got together and made the tannery move.
So I'm walking
What do you
towards
think that you would
building
make enough
8
money to be like?
Okay.
to the bakery. Is it crowded? What's
Yeah.
it look like right now?
Building next
He might
door
have his like
is building.
production elsewhere.
It's
And
5
he looks
p.m.
at the
dinner.
it's 5 p.m.
Fair
You're
point,
looking.
fair
I mean,
point.
it's pretty barren.
That makes
You're
sense.
probably getting close to the point in time where people are going to start shutting down.
There's no one accessible.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Like,
So
I don't
I'm
think they even
going
let that
inside.
in. So this is
Okay.
why
Those are the teeth.
Teriyaki.
Teriyaki dippers.
Teriyaki.
Let's see, what is there to eat? I take a look at the shop. What am I looking at? How
What
much
are
bread
you
is
looking
left?
You're taking a look to see how much bread they have left?
Well, like what kind of bread they're selling.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the shop.
I'm
Black
here for
bread.
special bread.
Like
Black bread is
Russian
wheat
black
bread.
bread, so I wouldn't mind that.
When you walk in,
I'm here for that
Still
bread.
deli-
you have the ovens along the back wall. There's like 3 different ovens that they actually have running place. So it's a lot
To be fair.
warmer than
fair.
they have the ovens running. And then you have
It's a sourdough
basically
crackers.
they just have like a
Ew, that sounds nasty.
I mean not glass, but they have like a display case
Be
in front of the
gone.
ovens that they can slide stuff in. And you see like
Well,
you see
if
like
you
the
have a really
round
dip,
type
though.
rolls.
Like a-
You see some of like
Ugh,
the
just
baguette type
crackers.
things. Their specialty is actually a round roll that has like cheese melted onto the top of it.
So cheese roll.
And I'm assuming
cheesy bread.
crumble cake would be somewhere displayed.
Crumble cake.
Or
Is that
would
the-
it
Or is that
sold
a
out?
contrary-
specialty?
Contrary
Sold
to
out.
its name, is not actually really a bread. I mean, it has bread parts in it, but it's more
Is
of
it
like
like
it's like the meatloaf of bread. Let's put some veggies in there. Let's put some. Have it like chicken in
I was
there. I mean, it's
thinking
kind
of
of like
dessert
it's like
type.
no, it's like
No.
it's like I know it has a very country name. It's pretty much like a chicken pot pie in a.
Meatloaf of bread.
That's the best way I can
That's an
describe it.
interesting.
That's the best way. I mean, it's like if you were to bake chicken pot pie into a loaf of bread.
That sounds really good.
That's kind of what
someone
we
make
do.
that.
The pastry is
So it's
more
for our
to
next,
make it stay moist
Yeah,
on the
so
inside.
What?
so it's not really
It's
bread
like chicken
per
pot
se,
pie
so it's not really going to
baked
show up at the
into bread.
bakery, and you'll find
Really?
more of that maybe at like the
Does to
tavern
me, that
or
sounds
something
awesome.
like that. But it's that sounds disgusting. A loaf
So-
of bread with, like chicken and veggies and
What do you
I
think pot
walked
pie
in-
is?
No,
It's just a
that's
crust.
different.
it's a
with-
crust.
That's a pastry.
That is a
Not
different.
bad.
Alright.
Believe me, this is a
Or
discussion
do
that
a
has been had
dumpling
multiple
kind of
times.
thing.
Anyways,
Yeah, this is more
I
like
walk
an Asian
in, I
dumpling
tell
kind
them
of
the
thing.
bread smells wonderful. I'd like one of those cheese top breads. And as he's getting it, and say going to the counter, like I ask him how much. How much is it?
You're assuming he's going to sell it to you. No.
He's like, get the hell out of here.
We don't serve your kind here. Your demon's gonna have to wait outside.
wow.
Redskins come through that door.
Whoa.
That sounded terrible.
That sounds
That was
very.
pretty bad.
Wow.
And then she's gonna start lighting matches off of statues, and it's like, ooh, I gotta go home, guys. I got political aspirations. I can't be here anymore.
I'm gonna check this real quick because dang it,
don't
and I
shoot this in
didn't.
my pocket.
Okay, so you see a really thin guy kind of like working the ovens, kind of shutting stuff down. You're like you notice that he's cleaning and stuff like that.
Yeah, come in at the
Yeah.
end of the day, you're one of those people.
I know, right? As
Didn't
the
lock
restaurant's
the door quick
closing-
enough, yeah.
As the restaurant's closing,
5 minutes to close.
so he turns around and he goes, "Good evening, sir. What can I do for you? You want some piece of bread? The cheese bread, you said?
Oh my god.
Yeah, how much is it?
Cheese bread. You're looking at 1 silver piece for a loaf of the cheese bread, sir.
I'll take
I want
that.
to see what this guy looks like.
You'll take that? Okay, sir. Here is, and he like pulls out just like a, not
So
necessarily
I-
a bag, but just kind of like a piece of cloth or something that he has there that he just kind of wraps in. And he goes, "Okay, sir, that'll be, what did I just tell you, a silver?"
5 silver.
1 silver.
Okay. I'm like, dude, I can't even. I can't.
piece.
I can't
gold
even.
This is quality bread.
So,
Okay. So he hands it to you, and he takes your silver, and he goes, "Thank you for your business, sir."
as I hand him the silver, I also, out of my sack or whatever, where I keep my currency, I
His
have my
currency sack.
emblem inside, or not inside, but on
Everyone's
the
sack has
outside.
an
It's
emblem.
like say sewn.
Are you okay? Are you getting like answers?
Yours
To, where I
This is
carry
math.
my cash, my little purse.
The whole
Yes.
joke.
with
it's
you.
kicking in.
Yeah.
Your symbol,
You and I
if
have
you're
done,
wearing
like,
a
8
symbol,
lines
you
of math
probably
today,
want that
and
to be a little bit less.
we're
You're
jacked
like,
up
you're
right now.
like, you're like, the Zentarum is like the mob.
You're messing with the mob?
He is the mob.
You're kind of like, you're like, the
Well,
Zentarum
don't
are like the
give him that
hitmen,
much
are like the.
No, he is. He's part of the mob. He's
So
like
it's
a
one of those
low
ones
level
that you
mob.
want to carefully
one of the-
flash
he's one of
that
the
around
grunts in the
because
mob?
you could end up
He's the
shooting
guy you
people
send
down.
to get shot first.
Yeah. I mean, with this one, you're good
Well,
because
I
you know
mean-
this is the name you got and all this type of stuff. So you're good here.
The mom's not the enemy.
He goes,
The model
"Oh, yes,
nice
sir.
to have on your
Yes,
nice
sir. And what is your name?"
Valvari.
Valvari. what can I do for you, sir? And he slowly walks over to his door and just kind of like drops a little bar to like lock the door.
Oh shit, you're in
Okay,
for it
and
now.
he walks over the curtains and he just kind of closes them so that it is, and it's like,
And
he's like, definitely like, we're
again.
closed now. And he walks over to the ovens and he kind of tries
Now
to
we know what's in
tie
that
down the
crumble
fire.
bread.
He turns around and he pulls up a stool.
It's not really chicken.
He goes, what can I do for the Zintarm today?
I'm looking for him.
We're pulling a
What
Sweeney
do I
Todd
want
here.
from him?
What do I
Are you,
want?
Josh? You're supposed to be thinking of this stuff.
Well,
You don't just go up and be like, "Sup,
I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
assuming.
thinking out loud right now.
I'm assuming.
In front of him?
What do you want from me? Well,
Oh,
this is a
that
very
is a really good question. What do I want in life?
Okay. While you're thinking of that, sir, I'll be right back.
I was just waiting for the. What can I do for you today?
What do I want from you?
What do you want? I do alone. That would be buy something on that list.
Wrong answer, sucker.
I just imagine a midget.
I just think it's a
I
gay
imagine a
guy.
midget.
I'm imagining it's a gay guy.
Wow,
Fantasy.
now we're really assuming things about
There
people.
are gay people in D&D.
What? You ever meet a poor Jew?
I'm sure they're out there.
But have you ever met one?
Jew.
No.
He's not really Jewish, though. I'm just saying, he's not actually a Jew.
I don't know if I've ever met like a
Yes, he's
Jewish
fucking
person.
poor.
Yeah, because I mean,
Well, he probably wouldn't even know.
he shows all the signs.
Well, that's
of it.
why I mean
You can
that's
drop
one of
a-
the things that
You can
blows my
drop
mind.
coins and he'll always
on
be
how-
attracted to it.
People are like racist against Jews, even though that's a religion. But like white people hate Jews. Like
What?
the KKK, like the
Wait a
KKK. Like I don't understand that.
White
That's weird.
supremacist, you mean?
Yeah,
No.
white supremacists.
No.
But then again, but they're white.
What do you want from
German
me?
Jew, Polish Jews, a whole bunch. How can you hate one? They're basically the same race as you. I don't fucking know.
You're trying to say how does racism?
You're
line
also
match
saying
up?
you're also trying to describe the reasoning behind because they also
Different.
killed gay people and disabled people. Those they were first. Then the Jews were third.
Well,
If you're basing people off their ability to contribute to society, obviously some of those guys are.
And if you think about it, for them, it was blonde, blue-eyed white
you guys
people.
are retarded.
People of the Jewish descent would normally have like brown eyes, green eyes.
No, it's just because they went on into our school, actually.
That's why Hitler was trying to make the, what do they call them, the Aryan
Aryan.
children or something? Where he'd pick only perfect examples of the Aryan race and breed them like how. And they did those experiments to try to dye people's eyes blue. Didn't work. Think about this, Josh. How are you gonna handle this situation? Now that he locked the door. We can't help you out now, sorry. We don't know you're in there. Are you still in the tavern, shirt, or where are you?
No, I left.
You left? Are you just walking in town now?
He starts
yeah.
swaying as he's walking.
Like, who's the really big dude just kind of like all over the road?
I'm not that big. I'm normal sized.
Dude, 180 proof would pretty much be.
Yeah, you can light it on fire, I think.
Yeah. Well, you can use 180 as fuel in your car.
Sweet, they just added Scary Movie 3 to Netflix.
Oh boy.
I've been stuck on King of the Hill. I've been watching that whole series.
Is it on Netflix?
Yeah, no, Hulu. It's on Hulu.
Oh.
I didn't know there were so many seasons. Oh my god. I'm appreciating it more now. It's hilarious. He's diligently writing notes, Jeff. Oh, jeez. Be prepared.
Jeff is searching for his water bottle.
Does he listen to these? Yeah. Oh my god, funny.
He posts them.
Does he really?
On the Discord, if I'm paying attention.
Oh.
Yeah.
I guess I probably never
It's a different chat.
to look.
Oh,
okay.
There's another one there that says episodes or something like that.
Gotta get integrated there, Aubrey.
I know. Sorry, guys. I'm still total new to Discord.
All right.
Okay, let's see. Where am I at?
Oh, POA episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Someone gonna write a little story about our adventures. About the episodes.
No, it's more of just in case you're not there, you can.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
One is for me to go
catch
through and
up.
go, okay, so how many days did it take this, and how disgustingly
It took us a month to get to
torturous
this town. God, can you imagine when we get to a big city? Be prepared, Jeff.
What is... Sorry, I'm just checking something real quick before we continue this discussion.
Oh man.
I can't find what I'm looking for. Oh. That's why. It is that. Okay. All right. I think I can.
And you were wrong.
And I was wrong. Yeah, I know. Okay.
What can I? You were just saying, what can I help you with or whatever?
And you're like, yeah, what can you help me with? And he jumped the table and hit you with his sword and then knife dagger across.
No, he locked the door sinisterly.
Yeah. He locks the doors, does the
And he said, "What's that?"
What can I help this Zentaran with today?
I take a seat. I grab my bread roll, split it, give you a piece as I take a bite, and I say, I imply, I don't speak I am looking for, I'm saying we, I'm speaking for the clan. We hear there's some interesting activity going on in the area. We're looking for information on if there's any newcomers. I have some questions, but I want to know about newcomers. Have you noticed anybody new in there?
Other than you?
So, you took a bite of the bread already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He kind of looks at his bread, slides it back over towards you.
Ooh. Oh, he probably doesn't trust you.
So you're looking for information. I did hear an interesting rumor.
Ew, you're just
The other day, Mandiver came back from wandering around town. Wandering in the... not around town, but wandering around the hills. And he came back saying he had quite a scare when he went and visited the haunted tomb. At least that's what the locals say, the haunted tomb. He said he saw a goblin near the spot, and he figured that a gang of goblins out there probably rigged it up to make the locals assume it was haunted. It might behoove you to go and talk with Minthra Mandiver. I don't know what's in the tomb, you know? Could be treasure, could be hints as to what is going around town, but it might be worth checking it out.
Has the swinging sword been busy of late?
No more than usual. However, Kaylessa will probably know a few more odds and ends. She tends to hear things more than we do. But like I say, I would head over to Mandiver's Poultry and see what they have going on over there.
What's up with that junk house number 17? Tell me the story on that place.
What's that meth house?
Gelkers? Yeah, meth house.
Yeah. What's the meth house down the street? Like, is that like a...
Gelkers.
Oh, that was Gallagher's?
How do I put this?
Any strange people hanging around that area?
He's an interesting fellow. He runs it as a second-hand store, so you might find some interesting things there. He fancies himself a barber as well, but I would not get a haircut there myself.
He's probably like got one good eye.
He has some decent moonshine hidden behind the counter though, so you might want to get a good shot there while you're there. You know, something to try anyways. But other than that, some of the people in town question his motives. Let me just put it that way. So, but you might be able to find some information there. I don't know. Might be worth it. If you decide to go check out this haunted tomb, I would go tag to the Mandivers. I think I pronounced it like 4 different ways over. Yeah, Mandivers. We'll do that. I would go talk to the Mandivers. Go visit their poultry shop and check them out and see what they have going on. And that one you should have already passed, I think. That was 4.
What's up, the fine poultry?
No, that's the boarding house. Sorry. Mandivers is 14. Sorry, my bad.
That's not the fine poultry place?
So that would have been down there at the beginning of the long road.
Is the poultry?
Mandivers Poultry.
There's 2 poultries.
But, yes.
Okay.
When you guys came into town, I don't know if you would have really been paying attention to it since you were trying to find the swinging sword, so it probably just been like, whatever. Valvari really knows about it now because he got that information from Lauren. Is there anything else I can do for the Zentarum today?
Seen any extra wagon purchases, extra business at the wagon works?
What was? I personally haven't seen anything, but it might behoove you to talk to some of the workers there, because, you know, they might know more than they're letting on.
What's the most private lodging in town?
The most private lodging would be the swinging sword.
Swinging sword.
Swing for one of her expensive rooms, and it has personal lock and a personal wash basin in there. So that would be the most private.
What else are you not telling me?
Ooh, he's picking 5.
I am not new to the Zentarum. You push me, I will slit your throat.
Do it. Push it.
Leans back.
We're all just like, Josh, the fuck up.
Door's still locked.
Do it.
Door's
Is
still
it
locked.
key locked?
Well, it's not key lock. He put the bar. I mean, nobody's coming in. I mean, you could lift the bar and leave if you wanted to. It's kind of just one of those old school bar the doors type thing.
Sometimes to be a true man is to walk away and fight another
No.
day.
No, he's
Do
threatening
it,
you.
Josh.
He's
You know who I
threatening
speak
In
for.
the silence, he comes down. He goes, I do know who you speak for. You should also know I have been with the Zentarum much longer than you. And he kind of reaches down and just kind of puts his hands on his hips.
He's threatening you.
He puts
Are you
one
gonna
foot
take
on the ground, just kind of like, almost getting in like a ready stance, like, come at me, bro.
Push it.
Dude, he's threatening you.
Thinking about it.
What would your character do? Don't listen to Hugh. What would your character do?
I would avoid danger.
Then, what do you think is going to happen if you push?
danger.
What do you think is going to happen if you don't push? Back danger.
You're a coward. Is your character a
But
coward?
you'll also live.
Maybe.
It's your call. Ignore Q. He's being a
win.
shitter.
That'll do.
Very good.
And I exit.
Okay, you walk up and you stand out and you exit the building. And behind you, you hear the of the bar
Now
closing
we
up the door.
For
the
sure,
baker.
like, locked your ass out.
And you also heard the sound of the bolt. Not like a deadbolt, but
Bam! And roll a new character.
It's not so much the sound, it's the feel. You
It's
feel the
it's
bolt.
the that's what it is.
Okay,
The wet squish. And then
that
the
being-
sudden release of tension as it pierces your skin.
That being said, Damien, what are you doing? You were heading to
Head to the clothier still.
You were heading to the clothier. Okay, so
These are intense encounters, man.
You just got.
I was gonna say they really weren't intended to be, but the way
You're
you're
just
bringing up
pushing
is
them all the
awesome.
weird ways.
Hey, dude, you're doing awesome. No, I love it. I love it. But yeah,
Well, I gotta play to my character, man.
You do.
I agree. I 100% agree. Okay, so you are going to the.
people say that they turn to someone, they're like, "Whoa!" It's like,
It's all fun and games till you get punched in the mouth. That's basically what I'm pushing. I already got punched in the mouth by the fucking goblins. Still haven't.
You didn't get punched in the mouth. You got like
Yeah,
you
I
got
got
like freaking
fucked up.
pincushion. Yeah.
Okay,
probably
so.
He doesn't know that. I changed my clothes, and you gave me a medkit. I'm healed.
What is this now?
There's dogs in this town.
Uh huh.
dog.
You're gonna go hunt one down.
Is there anything you won't eat?
Trees.
Well, never say never. When there's money at stake, you don't never know what people would eat.
Airplanes, cars.
Okay, so you
How
get
much
to the.
knowledge do you have of these airplanes and these cars?
Yeah.
speak
What are you
of?
speaking of?
No, I said humans.
Heretic. What were you saying, Jeff?
What the?
Oh my.
Okay, so I think I messed that one up.
What Josh's interaction?
Oh, Tarnwars. Oh, that's where I messed that up. Okay. Okay. So as you walk over, as you come up to the clothier, you notice that it's also a 2-story building. This is kind of like the main drag of town here. They got some pretty nice buildings. The signboard is painted with the images of a well-dressed lord and lady on it. And there's like nice, really, as opposed to the tavern that had kind of beat up bars on its windows. This one has some pretty nice, ornate. It has some decorations. I mean, it looks.
They're very nice. Bars on the window.
window, pretty much.
Bars on the window are still bars on the window, even if you dress them up like a pretty bars on the window.
You know, like how I mean, the tavern looked like it had like literally prison bars. This one's got like the nice.
What kind of a
little decorations.
neighborhood have you put us in? There's bars on windows.
Stuff's going wrong. When you walk in,
Oh, I think we're in the sing-along part.
Yep.
the hills are alive.
The musical episode.
Oh, good lord.
When you walk in, the downstairs is filled with obviously different articles of clothing. I mean, you got your shirts, your boots, all this type of stuff. The price tag on them is a little bit higher than you would expect for this part of town. It seems
Bars on
interesting.
windows.
It seems bars on the window and expensive clothing. But
Mafia.
and
No trucks involved here.
and it looks the stairway that goes up looks like it has like a rope or a blanket in front of it. So you're wondering if maybe they live upstairs and this is just the store part down here. As you walk in, you see two people. You see a man and a woman in here. The man is definitely has a very
arrogant attitude about him. He holds himself way too straight, way too proper.
Bit of a stick up his butt.
Pretty much.
Don't
And
rush me.
as he sees you come in, he turns and goes, "Hello, sir. What can we do for you today?"
Well, I was in the market for some new clothing, and I was told
I
that...
should say so, sir. You need something much better than what you have. I mean, what do you
Right.
call this?
At least it's not racist.
Anyways, I was also looking for some family friends.
I don't have any of those, sir. I'm
The
sorry.
Tolvars.
I have nothing to help you with there, sir. I can help you with
My
clothes.
kids see like if I only have
I was sent here by my
What
employer,
do you mean if you want
because I just bought
who we both
a piece
work
of bread.
for. Are they here?
Oh.
I
So,
work for myself, good sir. I don't know who you
So
are.
you are a Tolvar.
Two
Tarnlar.
Tarnlar, thank you.
So
Yes,
what
that is my
gold,
name.
silver.
Helver Tarnlar, yes.
So if you
Well, what
gave
can I do for
basically-
you, sir?
If you gave him a
I was
gold,
told
how
to
much
talk
silver
to
and
you.
shit can you give me back?
Oh, okay.
By my employer in regards to goings
Yeah.
on in this
So you
town.
would take
minus
you would take
one.
away a gold.
And
from
that
is-
the Lord's Alliance would be very grateful for any help that you were able to render.
Oh my god. Look, no. I'm not dealing with this. And he calls out, what's her name?
his lady.
Yeah, what's her name, dude? I can't.
Oh,
Oh, I
wrote it
don't,
down.
I don't have the
And
name of this lady.
Meglar.
Megla.
Okay.
Megla.
There's a lot.
Megla, please come deal with this. I can't right now. I can't even. And he just kind of,
Is your
walks
character
up
doing
and he
that
goes-
trick? Is, or are you just like
he turns around, he just kind of like does that. If he had a cape, it would be the very flip cape, and walks, and he
I have finished
walks
with
through
you.
the curtain up the stairs. As he goes up the stairs, the lady comes over to you, which obviously is his wife, and she goes, "I apologize for my husband. He is dedicated to his craft and dedicated to... I apologize. What can I do for you today?"
A minor frustration, and not to sully your husband's skill. These are very fine wares,
I
and
appreciate
he
that, sir.
seems to be quite the salesman. Anyways, as I said, I'm more in the market for information than trousers.
You say you are here on behalf of the Lord's Alliance?
Yes.
Very well, sir. Very well. I don't know a huge amount about what is going on, but I can point you in the right direction.
That'd be perfect.
I would definitely talk to Kelesa at the Swinging Sword.
holy
Inn.
crap? This lady is like the freaking.
Well, I mean,
She knows everything.
if she knows everything, that
Every
your people
single
are gonna tend to-
person's like said, go to Kaylessa, she'll know.
Hey, she's
Probably
the
kind
inn.
of
She's the...
she hears everything.
I would go check in with Kelesa.
She's the one. Yeah, she's
and see what
behind
she
all this.
knows. You may also want to touch base with the constable in town. She's behind everything.
You have to beat him to the constable here.
Come on.
Why?
Because that's your job is to go see the constable.
So, I'll do what I want to.
It's true, you do. You can do what you want to.
Forget it.
Okay. And what do you know, apart from these two being better?
I know.
More
I know
detailed
that
information sources.
things have gotten very nasty around town. As you notice, most of our houses and most of our businesses have bars on the windows now.
I see that.
This
Spike in
is
crime or raids?
mainly raids. Mainly raids. There's a lot going on. I've heard rumors that there's cults running around. I have not seen any evidence of that myself, but I have definitely seen an increase in banditry. It used to be a wonderful town where my kids could go out and play whenever they felt like it, and now I don't feel comfortable letting them outside of the store or the house without my jerk of a husband or myself. I can't think of his name again, sorry.
Helver.
Helver, that's right. Without Helver or myself, I can't.
My
It
truck of a
is
husband.
becoming a big issue. I know there have been some issues in the quarries up north. Some of the workers up there have said there have been issues, particularly after hours. And I don't know what's going on, but I just know that there's something going on up there.
Oh shit. The bandit quarry.
Other than that, I don't know much more than that.
Where would I find the workers for the quarry?
Most of the time, the workers get their lodging at
The boarding house. Maybe?
thank you. That's the word I was looking for. At Mother's boarding house. They tend to visit the taverns quite frequently as well. Both Helmet High Sun and then some of them do go and spend time at Gelker's tavern in the evening after work just to.
Gelker's is a tavern.
Gelker's
Gelker's
is an interesting place.
I don't know that.
Yeah, Gelker's is a secondhand kind of convenience store type place. He does serve alcohol, kind of fancies himself a bartender. He does work with the quarry workers to give them shaves and haircuts as they need it. Although that would not be where I went for a haircut. The hair gets cut, that is for certain.
Interesting. Well then. Looking at the prices, what were they?
At the prices for like the clothes and
Yeah,
stuff?
just kind of a general.
Come on. You can do it. You can do it.
I guess I should ask, what's the kind of quality of these clothes? Are these a little more elaborate, or?
You're looking at very nice things.
Okay, never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm not gonna buy nice stuff.
You know, common clothes you're looking at. I mean, it's the high end of things in general, but like if you were to get a common clothes, it'd be about 8 silver. Fine clothes is going to be 23 gold. I mean, you're looking at some of the stuff they make is very, very.
Nah, I'm looking more in the market for rundown stuff.
You would probably find what you would like either at Gelker's
Listen up,
or
Bob.
at no, probably at Gelker's would be the place you'd find some of your good.
Okay.
Is there anything else I can help you with, sir? You're from upstairs. You're Magla, get up here, love.
I'll not take any more of your time.
I
Thank your
appreciate
husband for me, please.
Will do, sir. And you see her. She walks you to the door and then
Polite.
locks the door behind you, and then she.
I know. He
That's
was
supposed to mean.
he was brought up right.
I just never thought an orc would be that polite.
Why can't that be polite?
He's a half orc.
You're gonna be saying I can't read or do other things good too.
And apparently he's such
You're
a son by
kind.
his mother too.
Okay, so
What?
Yeah, your dad didn't bring you up right.
He says my dad left.
at this point,
You did.
No, I made a joke that my dad left.
okay, at this point, you have all gone into a store essentially, and you've come out. Pretty much everybody's shutting down
Yeah.
for the night. We're looking at about 6 o'clock.
Okay.
People are either heading to the inn for food, the taverns for food. Some are going to Gelker's just for
Gelker's.
drink. So you're gonna head to Gelker's.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm heading to the end.
to the inn.
I'm heading to the swinging sword.
Okay, to the inn. Where's Cax? Where's Cax in the middle of the road asleep?
Yeah, Cax is just lying there.
Cass is just drunk on the side of the street.
Would we have noticed the constable's office on our way into town?
You wouldn't have actually noticed that's what it was. No, you guys pretty much walked to that main intersection, and that's where you were kind of starting to notice things. I will say you passed it on the way into town, but you wouldn't have really paid much attention to it.
Is there still a fair number of people out and about? Just like going home?
Yeah, I mean, there's probably more out and about now than there was earlier, as people
People are
off
heading
work,
home.
going home, leaving the quarry, stuff like that. You have a lot of guys coming from down north, from up north, downtown, coming from the quarry. Hitting the inn, hitting the Helmet High Sun. Some, like I said, going to Gelker's.
I'd like to try to just catch someone's eye and see if I can ask about where the constable would be.
I know that. What you're showing me.
Just the government want, or they want narcs.
Yeah, that's always been like that though.
I
Okay,
just found it hilarious.
so
Yeah. Kristen never ratted out Carl.
you catch the eye of one of the miners who's coming down, and he kind of looks at you and then goes to look away and just keep on walking.
Are you gonna say anything or just let them keep on walking? Because pretty much if you don't say anything, they're just gonna be like,
Is this miner isolated and alone? Cut off from the pack, if you will.
What the hell?
Does he look adequately seasoned?
So
He's definitely got salt and pepper
okay,
there.
so you came out of the bathhouse, which
Can't imagine
is
I coming out of the back.
50.
very close to the mine.
With everybody.
You're down at the
Boiled
clothier.
chickens.
You would
Yeah,
not have-
exactly.
No, I was making a joke.
Oh, you're making a joke.
I'm not asking those questions.
Okay.
You mean the tanner?
Hugh was pushing him to kill himself. I'm pushing Hugh to kill someone else. This is the circle of life, Jeff.
This is gonna be a game.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I've also learned cats do not like being used as free
It's the
weights.
circle of life.
Oh my god. Dark side of the Lion King.
The green side.
Okay, so
Yeah, it's the circle.
I'd see if I can catch that
You're a
eye of
terrible
someone that
monarchy.
would be.
They didn't even have a rule of law.
for the most part, basically, I mean, you're going to have is not going to just be catch the eye. These guys have worked all day in the quarry.
Well,
They're headed home.
I'm not necessarily looking for a miner, more just like a
Like a,
Where you are at,
uh-huh.
you're seeing miners head home because you are on the far north of town,
you gotta get more intense.
All right.
not too far from the quarry. You are seeing miners.
Okay,
Coming.
I'll go ahead back to town just to see if I could.
Who did the
find-
lions eat?
He never showed anything. No.
Like, do they
Bugs.
just like
Simba
pick-
ate bugs, dude.
No,
Yeah,
no,
in
What's
the wild
antelope,
with.
too? Like,
no. There was parts about them hunting. I just can't remember.
Yeah, but they never show like they ate their
Yeah,
ate
no.
their
it was a
servants.
kids movie. They didn't.
Like, do
show
they just like
lions
randomly like
See,
pick
at
lots and
least
like hope for the
in,
best? It's like
they
like I volunteer for a
What's that
that was the
tribute.
whole
movie
purpose
with
of the
Chris
circle of
Rock
life
as a
song. They
zebra?
say, yeah, we're gonna eat you anyway.
Oh, Madagascar.
Yeah, Madagascar, they eat fish. You know, they showed them
Because
eating
fish don't
something.
have feelings.
Yes. But Lion King,
Fish are
nothing.
friends. Our friends don't have feelings.
Well, they tried to eat Zazu, but it didn't happen.
Well,
Right,
like
that way.
I don't know. It's just,
That was the hyenas. They don't.
True.
yeah, they were the real capitalists.
Well, yeah, you got to see what they ate.
The
'cause
lions.
Those elephant skeletons.
the lions.
Oh,
Well, the
yeah.
elephant skeletons was a
Yeah.
graveyard.
Yeah,
That was the
that's
elephant
right.
graveyard where they were banished to.
But you did see skeletons like around there.
Yeah.
Afterward, after it got turned into a wasteland, yeah, because the hyena before the lions
Maybe they
practiced
were just clean.
ethical consumption.
Maybe they were just clean. They actually threw the bones out. There was like a,
all right.
and then
And
Scar
then the
was like,
hyenas.
screw it.
Well,
and just,
what's
like,
because
let
the
it
Scar
go.
was just like whatever predators go prey, and they just ate whatever they wanted, and apparently that's
broke the
going to
circle of
ruin
life.
all the ground because nothing else is there to eat the plants, so the plants died.
The ecosystem goes in chaos.
Drought.
Yeah, and there's a drought. That was totally Scar's fault. There was a drought.
It's the magic. Ooh, timey-wimey things.
Okay, so you're heading back into town.
I'm heading back into town.
Okay, yeah, you. Let me put it to you this way: if you don't try to approach in a way and actually speak to people, they are going to ignore you. Catching your
Yeah.
eye is not going to
Yeah.
do anything because the way things are going right now in town, they don't want.
Dude, give him the wink.
That's how you
Hey.
get.
Or look at somebody do that.
I made Andrea so mad today because she's like, Andrea was telling me about this kid. at
Does
school.
he take out his
She's like,
handkerchief too?
I have a
Right.
this boy now and I hate him. And I'm like,
Oh, I got you. Hate him, huh? She's like, what are you doing? I said, nothing. She goes, he's such annoying. I'm like, God, he's annoying. He's like, no, shut up. Okay, I will stop. Okay, so
Yeah,
As you get
I don't know how
closer
your
to-
dragon eyes work. These guys are.
I think they have like opposing double eyes.
Yeah, just do the side slit.
Just like
Wink.
Just lizard person out here. I'm on
The
to you
second
now.
pair of eyelids. You
okay.
want to see a cool trick, kids?
All right, so you catch your eye of somebody. You
No,
catch
no,
somebody.
I'm gonna try to just walk someone that'd be more wording.
Raising.
Alone. Vulnerable.
I mean,
Dark alley, child, tender feet.
more trusting of the law, I guess.
Oh, that's supposed to mean.
More willing to
Okay, trusting of the
submit
law,
to
yes.
authority.
They don't know you. They know you're not the law.
No, I know, but I'm not going to like go to someone. I'm not going to go up and look to the drug dealer in town and ask, "Hey, where
You
are
trying
the
to profile
cops?"
people?
That's sort of what I'm trying to do.
Actually, might not be a bad idea.
If you want to find somebody who knows exactly where the cops are at all given times, you might want to find the drug dealer.
Yeah, but that's also going to put you on the good side.
This is drug dealer, man. What do you want?
Friends?
He's just a friendly hood.
You want to know what the
friendly
cop
neighborhood
is.
drug dealer. Nothing
You're
wrong.
way overthinking
He
this.
sells weed.
I'm not going to
Not
have one of the
heroin.
minors stab you in the back if you ask about where the constable is.
Hey, yo, where's the cops? You a pig? You gotta tell me if you're a pig or it's a trap. Just shoots him right there on the spot.
You snitches get stitches, man!
Crossbow. Let me wind this up.
All of a
This
sudden,
isn't the
all of a
great
sudden,
mouse
guys just pop
detective
up in
where he
the
walks
dirt.
into the bar and everyone just pulls out a gun.
Oh shit.
Texas.
As you get closer to
Texas
town, as you get closer to town, you find some farmers obviously coming in from the
Gotta
fields to
make
the
them
inn.
choke.
When you hey, a quick question for you. They will be more than willing to stop and talk to you for a couple seconds.
Yeah.
And you ask where the constable is, they say, "Oh, he's gonna be."
Hey, quick question for you.
If you go visit the, I don't know, they basically look like bunkhouses.
20.
No, 11.
Two very different dogs.
11.
Okay.
You'll find the butcher, you'll find the constable, you'll find quite a few people in that area.
Okay, thank you.
And he
Thank you, sir.
peters
Then
off.
he freaking like takes heel out of there.
He like,
Boing!
we got a dragonborn cop.
Yes.
Board clap.
He's here. Guys,
Yeah,
That
as
would
you,
be interesting.
the conspiracy against you is far-reaching.
okay.
You
So,
only knew.
anyways, so he gives you where the constable is. Are you going to head towards that?
Yeah.
Okay. You're heading to Gelkers. You're heading to the constable. Solana.
Oh, I was heading back to the inn because now it's getting like dark, right?
You're headed back to the inn, and you were headed to
Then,
the inn. Okay. So,
I know where Gelkers is, right?
do you?
I
Do
got
you?
some business.
I believe it's 17.
I don't think I asked, so maybe not.
Yeah, no, because you asked. Who asked about the dumpy place?
I did.
That was you that asked about the dumpy place.
I talked to Megla, but I
Megla.
didn't ask her where it was, so I'll find out.
She mentioned it though. So even if it was oversight on my part, yes, she would have mentioned that it was at 17.
It's Gelker, was it?
Gelkers. Gaelkurs. Kurs. Jeez.
Gelkers.
This is like the only time in the entire week where like it done my mouth is just like dry and
It's a lot of talking.
Talking, jeez. Too much role playing with the demon who wants to start a fight with every freaking shopkeep in town.
I know. I'm like,
I'm gonna let you get to the end first and talk to Kaylessa before he kills her. I mean, just saying.
Or
I
I
wouldn't let
get
that
killed by
happen.
Kay Lessa.
Okay, that's just true. Goes across.
She's like,
careful, man. I can shoot from like 60
she's like,
feet
you're
away.
walking like, listen, woman. She's like,
oh yeah, she's actually like
eyeball.
secretly an assassin.
Eyeball.
Have you seen Buster Scruggs yet?
what?
I started watching it. Yeah.
Well, it's not even a
I
knife;
think
it's a
Justin
pen that like
Kruger-
is a millimeter from your eyeball. She's like, "What you
Justin
see?"
Kristen.
Yeah, we're starting to watch it.
It's pretty good.
We're like partway through it. So they're
A quill.
played Overcooked.
So,
over there.
You're coming from the bathhouse. You're coming from.
Oh, that's right.
Uh,
I forgot about Sunday this
Yeah,
weekend.
bigger.
Okay.
I couldn't
So
remember which ones
basically-
where you were off. And
Basically, you guys are going to get to the
And I was
inn at the
oh, yeah,
same
Sunday,
time.
and then
You guys are going to acknowledge each other. You're just going to go in
Yeah,
separately,
just
do your own thing.
either of
What's
us a
the-
message.
I'll probably
I honestly, that's
like
totally
nod
forgot about
at him,
Sunday.
like a head nod or something.
And I'll be like,
He'll be like,
That was one of those
I didn't get to
I was-
personally
I
thank
totally
you
remember I was
for
going
what
to
you
text
did
you,
for
but then
me.
it's just like 2
with the
hours into
goblins.
work. Kristen says, "Are we still doing this?" I say, "Oh yeah."
Can I
yes.
treat you to something
Because
important?
we're just
We're doing
so-
D&D.
about to go in.
I have
I'll
that-
take him up
I
on
have
that
Sunday.
offer. I'll say, yeah, sure.
God.
That's a good way of
So
You are very welcome.
So
you go in.
okay.
I'm assuming you're going to go up to the
Option
counter
B,
and
too,
talk to
right?
Kaylessa.
God.
Okay. So you walk to the counter, and Kaylessa says, "Good evening, good sir. What can I do for you tonight?"
I'm looking for a private room and also some food and maybe some beverages, tasty beverages for
She goes,
her at the table, wherever she's at, and myself.
she goes,
Well, not associated with.
she goes, for a private room, that'll run you about 1 gold piece. That's all we have left. Our immaculate rooms are all taken for the evening, so we have 2 left of our moderate rooms, which are private. They don't have the lock and key.
but it is a private room. It has a little
You get
bar on the
your own.
inside that you could lock it in on.
Windows barred.
Of course. Yeah, all the windows barred in this is part of town right
I'll
now.
take it.
Okay, she goes, so 1 gold piece. She goes, as for
Ooh, it's got the
food and drink this evening, 3 silver would get you
That's a 52.
a couple of drinks and a
51.
good plate of some steak, some crumble cake,
That is pretty.
and probably some potatoes for you and your companion over at the table.
3 silver
3
each?
silver.
Or
3
total?
silver. Oh, total.
Let's do
Damn,
it.
that's cheap.
So you give her
So-
3 silver and a gold for the room, and she goes, your room will be up on the 2nd floor, and she goes, it'll be on the right-hand side down at the end of the hall.
Okay.
You probably
Thank
should write that down so you don't accidentally walk in on somebody. Hey,
Yeah.
oh, this is not my room. Sorry.
That's a good way to get shot.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's true.
So you guys are going to sit down at one of the tables in the end and just chow down on dinner, right?
Swing
Yeah.
sword, my room is
I'm gonna grab a seat by the window so I can
moderate.
kind of watch people watch.
Okay.
In the
It'll
away
be
from
like-
the center and the
Yeah,
Right.
like we'll be like in the corner, so we can kind of
That whole
keep
back
an
to
eye
the
on
wall.
the
keep an eye on
surrounding.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Kind of keep an eye on what
Right.
you're
Right.
telling you.
Okay. And the inn is pretty busy at this point. There's only the 3 tables, so you guys are sharing a table with about
Yeah.
3.
Let's
other
just
patrons.
go up and be like, we need the table. Bail. No,
Oh.
just kidding.
Are you doing that?
No, I'm totally kidding. I would not. My
I'm saying,
elf character
I'll
would
let
not
you guys
do that.
roll initiative right now in the inn.
I do want to sit looking at the door toward at least facing
Yeah.
towards the
You
door.
kind of sit down. So
we
you
want
got
to be in an advantageous
So you
position.
got your round table, and the back is here towards the window, and you have like 2 guys that are kind of sitting there half the window, and there's an open spot. So you kind of just sit down and sidle up to them, so they're a little uncomfortable. So they're just kind of like inside of. So
Yeah, that
there's no interaction or exchange of words, but you're just like, and I'm just like, what the. And just slide over so that
That
you're not
works.
touching them. But
That
anyways,
works.
then you have your back, and you're kind of to the room, and you're good
Yeah,
to
we
go.
want to be able to see the door and the.
All right, and
If
you
there's
guys are
someone
sitting
in the
down
window.
enjoying your crumble cake and some steak, some potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Probably a cake.
By this time, my health has to be fucking up. I'm
sure
not
it's
at
full by
No, because we have to do
You haven't rested.
Oh, shit.
It only with rest, not
Yeah.
even with game.
So I'm
with a
still
short
6
rest.
at
You can
9.
spend
You can spend a hit die.
a hit die, and then with a long rest, you get.
You get
I'm
everything
at
back.
6 at
With a
9.
long rest, you get everything.
But we did the short rest, so you don't have a hit die now. So we have to do a long rest
Yeah.
before you can hit the die back. But at the end of the night, you recover everything, anyways.
So we're sitting at the table eating. Would he? The other language I know is Inferno. Is that his
Oh,
language?
Infernal.
Yes.
Do you know
Infernal?
Infernal?
That is
Yeah.
my language.
I'll thank him in his language.
Woo.
Okay, so
The hero of our Lord.
My
Lord
job.
let me
500.
paint this. Let me paint this picture.
Being
Okay?
infertile in public.
So
Woo.
you guys come into this inn that's decently packed. All the tables are pretty much full right now. And you sidle up to the other guys, so they slide over. So you got 3 other guys at this table.
Dude, these guys.
You
are big.
2.
They're like.
You turn to him to say thank you, and it's like, and the guys are like, they like just all kind of get up and take their food, and like
That works
they
just.
leave the,
Guess what? We have the whole table to
they leave,
ourselves.
they leave the, and they're like, thank you, Kaylessa, and they're like, they're out, they're out.
That's how you get a table by yourself.
Kaylessa comes up to you and she goes, I understand that's probably your native tongue.
I didn't say anything.
No, I understand.
That is so funny.
Yeah, the racism is real.
Did you just assume my race?
It's pretty well broadcast.
Yeah, I'm pretty
She
sure.
kind of looks at you and goes, yeah.
Triggered. No.
You got
She's
her trap dagger card.
She's like, I would appreciate it if we didn't speak infernal in front of the rest of the patrons.
That's
Especially
fair.
with things that are
I
going on.
love how you're
in
like
town right now.
automatically just like paired up in this.
I understand that's going around with what's going around town right now. It's kind of disturbing to hear infernal spoken.
I'll apologize,
That's
or I'll
fair.
tell her it's my fault. It's totally my fault.
I understand. And it just, if you wouldn't mind, please.
I understand. Can you tell me more about what's going on in town?
After you just scared out half of her customers.
That's a segue.
She's like, right?
Tell me more about what you mean.
What else is going on in town? And she goes, I would be happy to talk with you. Let me finish up with the rest of the patrons. When things die down, I'll come down and sit down with you guys and chat for a little bit.
Perfect. Thank you.
And
I was
she
planning on
turns
that,
around and walks around. So,
After
okay,
people
you
left.
guys are eating food.
That was
Hopefully not
hilarious.
scaring anybody else off with Infernal. You know.
Good job.
I honestly didn't know what that would
You
sound
start-
like. I thought it was.
I have no idea. That's just my infernal.
That's
hell.
demon speak
I'm
automatically.
sitting here going. All of a sudden, you're like, yeah.
Just record
You start-
something, play it in reverse.
You start
Exactly.
talking infernal. Your eyes start glowing red with flame. You start
Holy
smoking.
crap.
Oh, really?
No, I just
Okay.
my eyes roll in the back
I
of my
could
head.
use that.
360.
Your shadows. Your
You
shadow,
can do that with your like
Yeah, with my-
presentation.
Your
Yeah,
shadow
with
like
this,
starts growing horns.
Holy crap! That'd be kick
That would
ass.
be fucking awesome.
Oh, we got the TV.
Okay,
and
so
the
you guys are eating dinner, chillaxing, waiting for the
That's
waiting
scared
stuff
of
to
her
die
own
down.
blood.
So Kayla will come talk to you guys.
Me and you could have secret conversation.
Gelkers.
Gelkers. I roll into Gelkers.
You roll into Gelkers as you do.
Just laughing at that.
I forgot that I wrote that. No.
That's classic.
Oh,
I know. I honestly did not know how that would go.
Okay.
Now I
Gelkers.
know not to do that. Might get myself shot.
But I
As you
appreciate
walk up to Gelkers, obviously you see it's just like a junkyard around it. I mean, there's just worn down stuff. You look through and things, kind of quick glance, you see some things that are like, ooh, that might be usable. I don't know what I would use it for, but that might be usable. Tough stuff, just like that. When you walk in, the entryway's kind of got a little lounge with some just beat up, even lounge type chairs. But I mean, they're used and abused. There's some stools. There's a table along, or like a bar table that can sit like 4 or 5 chairs along the thing. There's one stool off to the corner with like a cloth draped over it with, you know, like straight razors and stuff like that, where he probably gives haircuts to people, is what you're assuming.
Straight razor.
And then
Sweeney
rest-
Todd shot.
the rest along the walls is piled
Better be
floor to
careful.
ceiling with just junk.
Everything.
You
might
know,
put some cool shit in there.
any empty space in the floor, cans or boxes. I mean, just like quarters
God.
central, dude. Okay? You're walking in, you kind of have to dodge things.
Bargain. Right. Bargain down with a bar
This
staple.
is
to the
exactly what this is. Okay, so as you walk in, you see a guy over there talking at a table to a bunch of people. He's kind of just he's short and he's kind of chubby and he just has that just
slimy
little eye guy type thing. Okay.
This is like Danny DeVito car salesman kind of look.
Bug eye.
Yeah, kinda.
Oh,
I mean, it's,
God,
yeah, it's
Danny
just it's yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of got the Danny DeVito type look. And you come in, he goes,
God.
"Hey, what can I do for you today?"
It's my
I'll take
kind
a
of
drink.
party.
You'll take a drink. Awesome. What can I get for you? Do you want some beer? You want some whiskey? Do you want some of the house special?
Hey.
Oh
I'll
God,
take a house special
he
for
winks.
me
House special.
and for you.
has to be
I don't
buzzing
drink on the
hard.
job,
I
but I
know.
like your style.
We'll save it for later.
I do that.
We also use it as paint thinner.
Get some more of that Pepsi now.
So he walks over to the bar and he just grabs a
We gotta
glass,
remember
puts
that
it on
the
the
next time we
table.
want a table.
Not the cleanest in the world, but you figured the alcohol in it, and he pours the stuff, and it's kind of got a.
Thickness to it? No.
Is it cough
Moon
syrup?
sludge.
It's kind of like a syrupy look to it.
Oh God, is it
It's-
Jägermeister?
It's a runny syrup. It kind of has a green tinge to it.
Oh, God.
And when it's done, he
Absinthe.
finishes it, and he sets it in front of you, sloshes a little bit, and after a second,
slowly.
it kind of gets a little film that just settles on
Oh
the top.
God. You sure it's not like flipping oil or something?
Down it.
Oh my God,
Just as like a
Trig.
shot?
He's gonna.
It's a shot.
Boom. Dunzo.
Make me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh God.
Can I just take my passive?
Nope, not on this one.
Okay.
What is your passive?
Oh nasty.
13. I also rolled a 13.
You roll a 13. Yeah, you spit that shit everywhere on the floor. You're like, and just spit it everywhere.
That's insulting.
And Gilga's like, I like
Hold
your style.
liquor.
I like your style.
You want another one?
One more.
All right.
Oh my
He does
God.
he grabs a bottle, and to you it doesn't look like it's the same bottle. And he dumps the glass in here, and this one's a little bit less syrupy, and it has kind of a pink tinge to it. But when it settles, it doesn't have a film on the top. He's like, there you go, another one.
It's a
And he,
pink
like,
navel.
walks off across the room.
Oh God.
I wonder what kind of.
It's a fuzzy
Go for
navel.
it.
I'm going to drink it.
You gonna drink it? All right. So you down it down.
He's,
Another
he's
Constitution.
There is
trusting.
no alcohol in this drink. This is like literally like
It's a pink navel.
It's
just a
just
syrupy,
cheated.
sugary, almost sicky, sugary, sweet drink. It has no alcohol in it whatsoever.
Did I taste or it literally just had no alcohol?
You taste. I mean, you take this like you can tell there's no alcohol in this, and it just tastes just sugar.
Okay.
It's just like super syrupy sugar water. You're like,
How do you like that one?
Definitely not nearly the kick of the first.
This is true. What else can I do for you tonight, sir?
I'm new in town. I heard this is the place to look for work. Up at the quarry.
If you want to look for work up at the quarry, I would go visit the person that runs the quarry.
That would be a good place. I heard this is where the workers came after work.
God.
I figured I would find them, talk to them, see if they could give me an in.
Well, why don't you go fucking do it then?
jeez.
Because I'm talking to the bartender.
There we go. There it
His
is.
bar. Being a
It's
polite
polite.
person.
Spitting his drink out.
Down the second one. I'm 1 and 1.
He liked his style.
Cheated him on the second drink too.
I haven't seen her through here. She doesn't come through here often. But I'd go talk to Alberi Meliko.
Alberi Maliko.
She runs the quarry up there. She might be able to have some work for you.
Okay.
I talked to her in the morning.
Alberry.
Sleeping, you guys.
ALBAERI. And then Meliko. MELLIKHO.
Oh, it's morning.
Yeah, no, it's not morning.
You got any of the
We
workers
avoid-
in here from the quarry?
Most of the guys we got in this room are from the quarry. Not a very talkative bunch, though. You might have a hard time getting stuff out of them. They're here to get their drinks, go back to the boarding house, and conk out for the night.
Oh, well. I'm already one step closer to that plan, too.
Aye, so am I. As soon as these guys go out, I'm going to bed.
Alright. What's the
that'd be a
demographics
nice
for the
life.
quarry workers?
A mix. You know, you got humans, mainly humans. There's a dwarf in there. Basically, you have a dwarf, and
Dwarves
Gelkers.
I'm
You
used
got
to being
about 3
dwarves
humans.
being rare. A rare thing to see.
3 human males, and then you got a human female, and that's who you got in Gelkers
Okay.
right now, chilling.
I'll sidle up to the human female.
Oh, wait.
You slide up to the human female.
Try to get lucky.
She looks at you and she's like, "I'm out, Gelker," and she's gone.
Oh. Maybe next time, Trick.
Fucking works.
She's like, "Have a good night, Sam."
Wait, he just called her Stan?
Sand.
Oh,
Stan.
okay. I thought-
Sam.
Whoa.
She's the new kind of. You know what I'm saying? She's revolutionary.
Post op.
Alright, well, I guess I'll roll up to the next crew and just
You see,
like...
have Damien over here going. Alright, you roll up to the next crew. You can say anything to him?
Hey there, fella.
Oh God. Just like that.
You might have to buy him.
Do you
a
kind of
drink.
just sit
Shot
down?
for shot.
Oh.
The guy looks at you and goes, I have to get up for work in the morning. No can do.
Does anyone else go shot for shot?
Gelker goes, Aye! I go shot for shot!
You'd kill me.
Supposed to be sober.
But not right now because I'm at work.
Well, when they've all left, shot for shot.
I go to bed.
Then what's the point?
Ah, you got me.
And he just turns around and walks off again.
I like
You know your luck, dude.
I like Gelker.
Don't like Gelker too much. He hurts my voice. I was like, God dang.
We're all gonna have to go talk to Kel.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're all gonna
I
go
could go
see
talk to
Gelker now.
Gelker for a long time.
Alright, so no one else is... There's all...
Dude, they've been in the quarry all day. They're really not talkative. They don't want to get too drunk. I mean, they want to drink a couple drinks, unwind, but they're
responsible
pretty much
working
just meh.
And women.
Well, that's the first.
Woman who left.
Oh man.
Whoa, man. The other guys, yeah.
How much do I owe Gelker for the drinks?
For the drinks,
Yeah.
10 copper.
Total?
Yeah.
I was gonna say free if you don't turn me in.
Yeah, totally. All right, and then
I'll head out then.
okay, sounds good. You can head out where you headed out to.
Back to the
Swinging
swimming
sword.
sword.
Okay. You're heading to the constable.
Constable.
I should take it back. I'm gonna go to
Gonna
the
bang
helm.
on his door in the middle of the
You
night.
going to the helm? Okay. That's fine.
Damn.
Dang, man, you're gonna be
crawl,
sloshed.
dude.
It's
not a
That
light.
I've had
Like,
two
Third.
drinks.
No, you had 3 at the first one, 2 at this
That
one.
was like hours ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
And
he
he's
didn't-
half orc, you know, his
and,
metabolism.
well, he didn't swallow the first one, and the second.
Yeah, the first one he spit
I'm
all
sure
over
he
the
didn't
floor.
swallow
Yeah.
the first one.
He tried.
And it
That
actually
one
burned
didn't-
little holes in the floor where you spit it
that,
out.
one,
So
that one didn't go down so
I
well.
wonder what that was made
It's
of.
literally a hot shot.
You're going to the.
It's just liquid battery acid.
Where is that place? Sorry guys.
Just bring a leak.
Okay. So when you walk up to this building, you see that when you walk up, you see that there's 4 buildings here. At this point in time, it is starting to rain, and just like out of the blue, all of a sudden clouds rolled in. It's starting to rain. Not hard yet, but
did
we
it start
are.
raining before or after the cloud showed? No.
Legitimate question at
Weird
point.
weather.
Yeah.
Clouds rolled in and it started to rain. I mean, this was within like 5-10 minute period. It's just like
Oh, okay. So like the Midwest.
Right now, yeah,
Nothing
and we're
off
right,
the
yeah, and it's starting to sprinkle. You know, it's not raining hard yet. But when you walk up, you see the 4 buildings. One of the buildings has a painted sign of a ham being carved by a cleaver. Okay.
Cleave.
A
Interesting.
side of ham being guarded by a cleaver.
Card.
The second building,
Cleaver.
just from the smell and the aroma you're getting it, you tend to get the feeling that it's like the smokehouse. Okay. The third building has some like laundry and stuff hanging outside on the clothesline drying, and the fourth building just says constable over the top of it. Upon closer inspection, it looks like the first one with the ham and the cleaver looks like it's closed down for the night. Same thing with the smokehouse. I mean, you get the smell just from the residual smokehouse, but it looks like it's shut down. There is light coming from the third building with the clothesline, and then the one that's labeled constable, there is no light from the building. Looks like it's shut down for the night too.
That's unfortunate. I'd go and knock on the constable door anyways.
The constable door. Okay. So
Just-
you knock on the constable door. You wait for a little bit. Nothing. The building next door with a clothesline door opens up. Jeez. That Gelker voice is gonna kill me.
I figure I had to Galkers after this. No, always go to Gelkers.
Right? Everybody goes
Always
to Gelker's.
stop by Gelkers.
Go to Gelker's just to piss Jeff off.
No, that's like where we traded our goods after we go raiding, you know. After our dungeon, we always go back there, sell stuff, have a drink.
Where is it? What did I say his name was? Halberg, right?
Yeah, it's Halbert.
Harburg. Or Halberg. I think it's Harburg.
It is Harbert.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Halberg is a weapon. Rather than a person.
There we go. Sorry about that.
I'm guessing this is Harburg then. That lives next door.
Door opens. You hear, yeah, who's out there?
Hello, sir. I was looking for the constable.
That's me. What can I do for you?
I was hoping to get some information about some supposed going-ons in this town, but I can see, sir, that it is evening for you, and I can come back in the morning if that is more conducive to you.
That'd be much appreciated.
All right, thank you, sir.
And he goes back into his house and closes the door. Where are you headed?
Muttering.
Fucking Dragonborn.
Gelkers. No. Gelkers, no.
You're heading to Gelkers? Gelkers. Okay.
It'll be close by the time I get there, watch.
Yeah. Too bad. Too
You can head to
sad.
Gelkers if you can head wherever you want.
No, I'm going to head back to the inn.
Okay, so you're heading back to the inn. You're heading back to the inn.
No,
You
he's
had-
heading to the place across from the inn, I thought.
Oh, that's right. You're hitting the helm, right?
Yeah.
The helm at High Sun. Okay. You're headed to the inn. So, you guys are sitting there waiting at the end for it to kind of die down. We're looking at probably 6:30, 7 at this point, probably by the time everybody's done their things and heading to where they're heading. So 7 o'clock. The inn's pretty calmed down. It's died down a little bit. Kaylessa walks over to the table, kind of pulls up a chair. All right, dearies, what can I do for you this evening? What kind of information are you looking for?
I'll let you start it off.
Okay.
Which is probably a wise idea.
Well, I'll tell her that I went to go see
Right? They're not easy names, I'm telling you.
Well, you came up with them.
I didn't. The book did, because I didn't want to...
Leah. I went to spoke with
She just
Leah,
made them.
and she actually referred me back to you, saying that you would be a better source of information. I'll just tell her I'm from the Emerald Enclave, and I'm here to investigate the strange going-ons about Red Larch. And I was wondering if you could give me more details on what exactly has been the ongoings in town here.
Where do I even begin? Some of the things that are going around town are just unexplainable, and I don't quite get it. The weather around this place, I don't know if you've noticed it recently, but the weather is just constantly changing. There's fogs up on Sumber Hill that are there in bright daylight, broad sunlight daylight. There's fog up on the hill. That has never happened before. It's only happened in about the past, 6-7 months.
Summer Hills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lightning. Constantly. It's really weird. I see lightning bolts flash through the sky. I've even seen lightning during broad daylight, which makes no sense to me. If you ask my opinion, it had to do something with fell magics. Don't know much about it, but that's what I've heard. I guess I shouldn't say that's my opinion. It's what I've heard.
Fell
Fell.
magic.
Fell. F-E-L. Yeah, fell magic, like when you shoot down the stairs. Haha. You've been hit by my fell magic.
Isn't that called telekinesis, where you just go
Right.
push someone downstairs? So you're thinking that there's some kind
It's called
of magic
surprise
users
abortion.
behind this?
That would be my theory, yes.
Okay.
About this time through this conversation, you have made it back to the inn tax. What are you going to do? Are you going to sit down at the table and join them? Just kind of like plop yourself down? Are you going to go up to your room? Are you going to... I mean, as you come into the room, Les is going to turn around and go, "Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? What can I do for you?" Now I'm said in Indian. What the hell? Thank you for calling. Take some
With the racism.
Yeah, who's dead?
My name is Kaylessa, and now I'm an Indian. How can I help you this evening?
Actually, I have a problem with my tablet. No.
Let me take a look, sir.
Oh. I'd sit down at a table nearby, since that's where she's at, and ask what they have for. That'd be more of evening fare for food.
Evening fare for food.
Dinner.
Is it triple
Yeah, I
price?
think that back in the kitchen, I think we still have some crumble cake left. That's kind of a good breakfast, lunch, and dinner staple.
Surviving off crumble.
They have like one thing on the menu.
Crumble
But
cake.
we finished the steak. and
Yeah, that's
crumble
true.
cake.
Yeah.
We got our good stuff.
I still may have some steak back on the coals. Would you like me to go check?
Yes, that'd be great if so.
And then we're both like taking notes in the middle of our thing. We're like,
So she walks back to the kitchen. She's like, "Hi, I have one piece of steak left. It looks a little bit charred, but it should still taste good." So she comes out with a piece of steak that looks like, I mean, dude, there's well done, and then there's
Hockey buck.
yeah. So she comes out with that, and then
That's
she
how
comes out with the. She goes,
Torch.
"The steak is looking kind of bad, so I added some extra crumble cake for protein for you." And she puts it down in front of you, so you have like,
So you can, like-
half a plate of crumble cake and this
so you
one.
can cover the taste of charcoal.
Pretty much.
Now, was that a racist thing because he's dragonborn and you assume he likes his food charred to a...
No.
What the hell? Are you trying to start fighting?
I'm just asking.
Wow.
I'm just asking.
I-
She
I'm
literally
feeling-
just
Now
tried
I'm
to
at the teacher.
Find the
like,
context.
shut
She
up.
literally stuffed the
That's all
shut
she's
down, and
got
she
left.
forgot that it was on the oven, and it's just like it's been cooking
She was
for the
because
past
we're busy
hour.
taking her time.
Yeah, just like
That is...
crisp. So She's like,
the tiefling is that, like,
because
some
of the
kind
state
of
of the steak, the crumble cake and the steak and everything is on me. So enjoy your
Ooh, you get it for
dinner,
free.
sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
And she comes back and sits back down at the table with you guys. And she goes, there's a theory going around about among the townsfolk that something evil is brewing out by Lance Rock. I'm not as young as I once was, and I don't feel that it would do a lot of good to the town for me to go out there myself. The constable and the town elders have not been very helpful in sending people out there to go check it out. I would be more than willing to pay you guys 50 gold pieces to go check out what is going on at Lance Rock.
Each?
No, sir, I do not have that.
50
Look at
gold
this.
pieces. That's not bad.
That's pretty good money.
That is what I have set aside to be able to
Money grubbing
Get help.
racist demon over
I
here.
want money too, fool boy.
right. She goes, I can give you 50 gold pieces to check out what's happening at Lance Rock for me and let me know what's going on out there.
Well, I'll say, since that's a good lead for us anyway, and we'll be out there anyway, we'll be happy to take that deal
I would
and let you in
appreciate
on that information.
I would appreciate
We're
that
just
very much.
investigating.
Shut up, we're making money.
Well, you can shoot arrows from far away if you can.
Well, you can just belly crawl over the brush and stab their toes.
I am stealth. That is one of my,
She goes, outside of that, I haven't heard a lot else yet. That's the main one that I keep hearing about, and I would love that to be checked out.
Lance Rock.
Lance Rock.
I'm just kids need for Christmas.
So,
Your call.
what do
un
you do?
otro map of the area just around here. Each hex is 2 miles for this.
And then
Lance Rock
Is it literally a rock?
yes, up.
So it won't be
Okay,
hard.
so Keldell Path.
So are we leaving now?
No,
Oh,
she's just
Go for it.
that would not be a good idea. No.
Not.
Lance Rock. This
Cool.
hex right there.
Oh, okay. And we're here.
And you're
You said a hex is how much?
Your sister's
Yeah,
kids.
no. Yeah, so you guys are in Red
Yeah,
Larch.
it's south.
I
Lance
remember
Rock is
quarter
right
in
here.
high school,
So-
quarter in grade school, not high school.
And you said
Lance
the
Rock
hex
is
is
right
what?
here.
10?
Too many people with it in high school
2,
too.
4, 6, 8, 10,
Actually,
12,
recently picked up a
so
penny whistle
14
Nice.
miles.
to try to figure out how
Okay,
to
north
learn
is
and play it.
pretty
I'm not like, no, the
So
finger
you guys can write on this,
dexterity.
and I
Not
would.
yet.
So I would mark
You will.
Lance
No, I'm
Rock
working
down.
on it. I got like the opening,
Mark
like
it up.
4 notes to like
About 14 miles.
concerning the hobbits or whatever.
Wow.
Nice.
Yeah. But I stopped
So-
doing it every day, so I'm getting a little worse. I figure if I can do
Can
that,
you
it's
tell
like,
me,
all right,
so
you're looking
that's
at-
my
you're looking at-
character.
at
It's
a
something I can come in and play just
Decent
that.
clip. It's just
That'd
a
be
normal,
like an all-day
at
thing.
a normal walking clip. That's going to take you about 4.5 hours to get to, just at a normal clip.
So it'd take all day just to walk there and back.
To walk there and back, yes. So you probably want to plan for
It'd be a
probably a
2-3
camp.
day thing.
If you were to book it and like really book it out there, you could probably get out there in about 3
Like
hours.
just leave you guys aside. See ya.
But
No.
your
I'm
ability
not
to
back for
see
this.
what's going on around you at that point gets a little bit less. So the chances of a sneak attack by somebody else out there would be less. So
Okay.
you're looking to be safe. You're looking at about 4.5 hours to get it out
Okay.
to Lance Rock.
Can you tell me anything about Mithra Mandiver?
Man divers.
What kind of stuff is he
I know.
other than just being a chicken shop?
Hold on.
Being a chicken shop.
This gift's been going forever.
Where's my man diver?
But gifts should actually be movies. So you can tell the progress.
Where is? I don't have a man diver on here right now because I need to open one. Man diver, man diver. Oh, there we go. That's what it was. The last I had heard is that Minnie's granddaughter had gone out exploring and doing caves and such like that and had come across some sort of trouble. I don't remember the exact details. You may want to go talk to Minnie a little bit. She's Minnie.
Oh, that's a woman.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, what's Bike Gang?
Is that the granddaughter?
Her name? No, her name is Mintra, but we call her Minnie,
Oh,
and
okay.
that is grandma.
And that is
Oh, that's
her-
Grandma.
Yeah,
Okay.
she is the owner
There you go.
of Mandiver Poultry.
Santa.
All right.
Her granddaughter went out and did some exploring, and came back with quite a fright. But I don't know all the details of that. So you would want to
Exploring where?
I don't know all the details. I don't know. I know she went out of town to explore, which the kids have always done, which is nothing new. I mean, kids will go out and
Go
explore.
down there and play.
Yeah, but just with things that are happening now around here, she came back with quite a fright, and I don't know exactly what happened, but it would probably be a good idea to go talk to Minnie a little bit and see what happened there.
Is there any other things that you've heard of? Like, is there any specific groups around here that are kind of known to be ill-bred or not the kind you want to be around?
Not any specific group names that I can think of at the moment.
Okay.
I know there are clusters of groups around, but I don't know if it's just groups of bandits. I don't know if it's groups of I don't know. I know there are groups around, but I don't know any specifics.
What can you tell me about the baker?
What's the first name? Lauren, right? That Lauren's the last name. I know. I'll get this figured out. Mango Bra.
Yeah, Mandible Lord.
What can I tell you about the baker? Always a shifty fellow. Always just gives you that, I don't know, chill and spine. Kind of, not to be rude, but it's kind of the same feeling that you give me, sir.
Understandably so.
In my mind, I just mentally high-five that lady. Yes.
Why do it in your mind? Actually do it.
I don't think a high five exists.
Yeah, I don't think high five exists at this point either. So.
She'd be like, "What the hell are you doing?" Some kind of elven.
Yep. She's like, hi.
Elven, yeah.
Are there any more people in this town that give you that same vibe?
Half this town. Gelkers.
Quite a few of the newcomers that we get through here do. Well, I mean, there has been an increase in visitors in town. That also coincide with more thievery and crime. So I'm sure there's something to do with that. So yeah, I mean,
Are they?
Like
do you
the
know if
crossroads.
they're
Basically
lodging
accused
at
you
the
of being a thief,
boardhouse?
so-
Do you know if they're?
for the most
Hanging
part,
around.
for the most part, the shadier type don't hang around long. They kind of come through town, get something to eat, and then they're on their way.
They're smart.
Would that way be north, south, east, or west?
I'm gonna have to go with yes. They have gone. They have kind of. This is kind of the hub where they pass through. I have seen several of them more than once, and so I'm sure they are close by camping. But I couldn't tell you exact directions or
Human folk.
A few of them. I mean, it's a mix. I mean, we have human. I've seen some dwarves. I've seen some halflings.
Any orc?
Well, we have a couple of orcs in town and some half orcs. I can't say that I've seen any odd new orcs coming through town. We do have a fellow who's staying here now.
Oh, really?
Who's an orc? Yeah, and he's
What can you
probably
tell
one
me
of
about him?
He
Good
paid
God, do you
well.
want like the
He paid well and was very polite. I don't know what else there is to say about that.
It's the village gossip.
He paid for one of the most expensive rooms we have here at the inn. So.
What floor
Oh,
would
she's
that
talking
be at?
about. Oh,
Huh?
What floor would that be at? Third
my eyes
floor?
just get big.
That's our third floor.
That's
Yes.
very nice. Very
I'm not gonna
nice.
say anything else. Like,
Well, thank you for the talk.
You are absolutely welcome. Is there anything else I can do for you, dude?
what is the deity over there? That church. What's that
building
deity?
number 1.
Oh, at the All Faiths
Yeah.
Shrine? As the name states itself, All Faiths Shrine.
Oh wow, cool.
So it can be any.
There is no single deity that is worshipped there.
Okay.
It's just it's a house of worship. It's a house of meditation and contemplation, and it's. I would, if you would like to, yeah, I would go speak with.
Who said that there's cults around? Was that conversation
Someone
you
said
had at the
that.
bathhouse?
It wasn't me. It was either Trig's character or his character. I think it was Trig's character.
What?
When you were talking at the clothery, they were talking about cults or something. The word was dropped.
I remember cults.
Yeah. I think that was him. Either he was talking in the Lord and Lady or at the tavern or something.
Because I don't want to specifically ask for cults and then, my character's not
Well, that's what I'm
supposed to
thinking
know
of, like,
about
for
it.
spellcasters, it either was going to be a
Mages up
cult
there.
or
If
a
you get the
group.
opportunity, you could always go talk to Imdar over there.
Imthar.
Imdar.
Do they run the church?
He is one of the main priests there at the church. Yes.
Priest.
It's kind of a how do you say it? It's kind of a
Chaplain.
no, what's the an itinerant thing. So we have different priests who come through here occasionally.
Imdar.
Right now, Imdara is there, as well as the other lady, Laimura. So Imdar is Imdarr, and Laimura is Lymmura.
Is she like a sister, or
No,
a
she's
priestess or
she's just
an
another
attendant?
priestess there at the temple. She's there to help out. And like I say, we have different priests and priestesses come through there from time to time, and there's no single one. But at the moment, Imdar and Laimura are there.
How long have they been there for?
Oh, I would say at least a good 3-4 months.
What do they have any specific? Do those two have a specific one that they go that they're known for?
That I don't know. You would have to ask them specifically what they do.
Have there been any instances of people going missing around town? I hear there's a dragonborn that eats children.
He's sitting right there. You know he's sitting right behind you, right?
Oh yeah, right. As I look at
As
him.
you look at him. But the dragon, no, he seems like a pleasant fellow.
You're the creepy one. He's the pleasant one.
Jeff, do you have an external CD drive?
But what?
An external CD drive?
Not anymore. Damn. Talk to Beeve.
Okay.
I gave him one.
Alright.
But I don't think it's gonna really work for you.
Why?
Because we're talking like old school. Like when I got my first laptop in like '99, it was one of the ones that could be pulled in and out. It could be hooked up with like the old, I don't even know what the kids, but
Like
the
a 1632 pin fucking
Yeah,
connector or some
yeah.
shit.
Damn it.
So no, not an easy one. I know. Sorry.
I don't think
No, he seems like a pleasant fellow. I don't know. He seems fine to me.
Sorry.
No worries.
And she and Kayla turns back to you and she goes, "Excuse me, sir. Do you make a habit of eating people?"
No.
Good.
Question
well,
mark?
No.
No.
Not unless I'm under oath.
And I, at this point, I asked him to join our table, and if he'd like a ale,
Are the dragonborn here?
Yeah.
You hear
because
that?
he went to the table beside us.
What is your response to that? Good
He
sir.
comes up and says, "Fuck your
I don't drink with demons.
Wow. What are you doing? Are you joining?
After what you just said.
I'd like to make it up to you.
About drinking with demons?
He's apologizing
No,
for his
no.
comment, so you can
Yes.
make another comment later. Do you take the ale or not, Hugh? You're welcome to come sit with us and be part of the group, or you can stay sitting in the back table just eavesdropping like a creeper.
Yeah, yeah.
We're all split up doing it.
He's like,
That's why I'm just like, alright, well.
Okay,
I'm not.
one
not
one
contemplating
table
what's
away
going
from
on.
us. He's like,
I'm also paying
He's
attention.
like,
Taking notes.
we like travel together. We're
Yeah.
the same
I'm checking on
organization.
you because I know you got more than everybody
yeah,
else.
she's just looking
But I
at you.
figured
Like,
you were probably
Honestly,
okay.
I'm
I'm pretty
like,
low key. I'm kind of like, alright, this is kind of my plan for tomorrow.
And I figured you were probably okay with sitting a little bit more too. So okay.
so I'm waiting for his response on
What are
me
you doing over there,
apologizing
Dragonborn?
and
Cax.
make it up to him, and to
I don't know.
basically
He's
stop
been
creeping.
quite rude to me.
Your partner is there.
Partner.
You don't have to like Triceracop, but you gotta work with Triceracop.
Triceracop? What the?
Have you guys never seen Kung Fury?
No.
You had this
What?
question last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago, or something like that. I might have.
Oh my gosh. I can't believe you guys have never seen Kung Fury.
Anyways,
I'll put a link into it.
let's try to finish up. Let's try to finish up this evening,
We got
so we
more
can finish the
fun.
evening before we get done.
Aren't they going
Because
back
we're getting
to
close to
making
10 o'clock, and then you
that
gotta. Okay.
got
Hey,
enough-
hey, real quick.
Yep.
Focus real fast. See if we can finish up this actual in-game day,
Okay.
because it is almost 10 o'clock, and we gotta get it wrapped up here. So, are you gonna join them at the table, or not at the moment?
I'll take his elbow. I'll stay at my table next to him.
Fair enough.
Okay, Lisa goes.
He's gonna
Fair
run.
enough. I'll be right back. And she stands up and she goes and grabs the ale and she puts it down in front of you on the table.
Let's go sit at his table.
You guys gonna go sit at his table?
Hell no, I'm not gonna move for him.
Are you gonna go sit at his table?
No, I'll respect his wishes.
Okay. Okay.
If you guys want to be part of the group, I think
So
you
she
can
kind of
go.
she gives him the ale and then she doesn't even sit back down. She goes, "Is there anything else I can help you with, or are we?"
I'm good. You've been very kind.
The one you were saying, the one kiddo got scared. Is there any other kids that have?
Not that I've heard of, and I
Just
usually
the
hear
one
quite a
kiddo?
bit. I just heard that Minnie's granddaughter had gone out and had gotten scared in her adventures.
Okay. Anything about? I think this is my last question. Anything like have cattle gone missing? Pets?
Good
What are you
question.
Are people are
Hey,
like?
there might be vampire sex.
Well, some or it could be a beast of some kind.
Aubrey,
What?
you want this last
Oh,
piece?
go for it.
Not that I have been aware of. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me with all the bandits and all the people through town that people are stealing farmland and farm animals and using them for food. So that wouldn't surprise me. But that would be something you might want to check around the edge of town because I've never heard.
There hasn't been a large enough.
No, and our farmers kind of stick to their own and harvest
Okay.
their own and do their own thing. I don't see them through here too often.
Okay.
They kind of do their own same thing. So, I mean, you could go out and you could check on them and see if there any of that was happening. But as far as I know, no, they are good.
I'm good. Thank you. You've been very kind.
So she stands up. She goes, "You guys have a wonderful evening, and I will see you all in the morning. I'm gonna go clean up,
Yes.
and I'm going to turn in for the evening."
You have a good
Where's
evening too.
he at right now?
He is on his way, and he is at this point he would be at Helm at Heisen,
Damn.
at the bar across the way.
So you're not sleeping, huh?
I'm working.
He gets
job.
paid for this, dude.
Drinking on the jet.
No, he's
Okay, so
infiltrating the.
It's not drinking on the job, but drinking is
during this whole process. Well, I guess I should say at this point, what are the three of you doing at this point? She's left. You got your information.
I'm gonna probably go get ready for bed.
Okay.
I'm going to finish my ale.
Mm-hmm.
And using the last piece of bread I have, just scoop up the steak grease and all that
Yeah.
stuff and just sit there and munch on it a little bit, waiting to see if this guy that I just found out that lives in the penthouse. So
Okay.
just find that out.
She mentioned an orc bought.
She spilled the beans.
She did say something.
She said
about an orc. Just
very
bought
polite,
a last penthouse.
Bought the best house or room in the. It's locked. It's on the 3rd level.
I didn't say anything. My eyes just
no,
a bit. I was like,
she spilled the beans. So I want to know who this guy is. I don't know it's you right now. I'm like, damn. I just want to see who this visitor is. I'm looking for new people.
He doesn't know who it is, but he did ask about an orc. So the odds that you
so she mentioned
Knew who
you
it
and the other
is.
orc that works down.
At the
Yeah.
ping ping.
Because he asked about an orc specifically.
All right, Cax. What's Cax doing?
And she said, well,
Cax
there's a
Cirrus.
new orc that
I'll
just came
probably
in.
take my plate and stuff and go set them on the bar and then go up to my room.
Okay.
I'm a baller now.
You're waiting at the table.
Yeah, just
You're at
chilling.
Helm. So you walk
What's
into
Helm
Helm. What's
What's Helm like right now? What's the scene?
Helm's essentially the same thing as Gelker's. A few more people, just because it's kind of. I mean, that is the established bar in town.
It's a little more legit of a bar.
A little bit more legit of a bar. It's
Top shelf swill.
You knock it, but swill is good.
so people are drinking. People are kind of. There's some small chitter chatter going around, but not. I mean, not a huge amount. It's 7 o'clock. People they at work. They just want to drink, kind of forget their problems, forget about what's going on.
We should check out that church. They probably
You overhear a little bit about
an
people
imbalance
saying.
in the force.
I will attempt to
My
actively
goal
kind
is
of
to get
listen
him
in,
to come with us too.
and then I'll probably grab like a drink and then try and kind of sit somewhere
Because I
Basically, I mean, basically you're
out of the way,
hearing.
but central to conversation.
Organization.
But I don't wanna go just me and you to Lance Rock.
No, we would have to go
It'd
through.
be better to investigate that.
Well, if we tell him.
And
You
we can
you
split the
overhear
money.
one table just kind of muttering
Well, like
about
we could go
um,
see go to the church.
some of the
figure
weird
out-
stuff
if it's
going on at,
spellcasters,
Welvers.
we are
Yeah,
not
that'd
very
be
well
weird.
equipped.
Welvers?
for that.
Oh, that's the wagon.
None of us
with
have, like,
wagon.
Yes,
anti-magic.
Welvers.
You probably
You just
wanna
hear
go to
some-
church
just
by
some
yourself. A
idle
demon?
chitter chatter. You don't hear a lot of
I don't know.
details, but
I'm
you
gonna
hear
have to-
one
I'm
guy
gonna
in
not commit with
particular
weapons and armor.
chit chatting about it.
Gotta go to that.
It is
Something
at the
different.
table. It is the only halfling at the
I have to
table.
go there too. Maybe I can get it.
He's just
I'll
kind
get
of
a
idle
secondhand.
chit chat with
I
these
wanna
guys
get,
around
like,
here
a
talking
little
about.
cloak.
I know for
dark
me, I
brown
always
Welvers.
try to have at least
Okay.
like decent clothing.
That's right, really?
or-
For the most part, other than
Travel
that, you
clothing,
hear
but
you hear some
clothing
rumors, and you
if
hear,
you're
or not
trying
rumors,
to
but you hear guys talking about
you know,
ain't
like,
ever working
kind of smooth
night
blue
shift at
bloods
the
or something,
quarry
that
ever
you want
again.
the bird.
Yeah, so that's what I've had to do several times.
Freaking.
Well, for an elf, I've had
But
to
other than
do
that,
expensive ones.
Yeah, it's just idle chitter chatter about
Because I was a
you
high
know
elf. I was
the
a
rock
noble
that was
high
broke
elf.
today, the wagon that was repaired today. You know what was going on.
So I got some. I was into politics a lot. I can't.
1-1 again
hated that.
with the bartender.
Well, he's sitting there. He's still eating his.
He's Gelker's twin.
Huh?
He's Gelker's twin.
Gilker's twin. Yeah. So he's eating.
Same
his
voice and
sandwich.
everything.
Welcome back. What can I do for you?
God,
1-1 again, I think.
1-on-1.
Worked out well last time.
I'm gonna pass on the one tonight. Got quite the crowd tonight, but
Save it for when you're done.
all right, that one's on me. And he takes another bite of a sandwich and just walks off.
See, you buy 2 drinks, you actually get them both free. Because
Yeah, he hasn't paid for a drink yet.
I know he's got that charm.
I paid almost half a gold.
He paid the ones earlier. He has paid a little bit.
Paid almost half a gold.
So he gives you the drink and he walks off and starts kind of cleaning up tables that are a little bit messy and
I'll just keep kind of nursing it, just
okay.
relaxing. If he comes by and I look by, I'll try and
He's
strike
sipping
up
it.
a little conversation, introduce myself a little
Okay.
bit,
Like
maybe
a cure.
thank him for pointing me to the clothier.
As he's going through stuff, you guys hear at so you have 3 tables.
Oh shit!
And you're at the counter, and at
I'm
this
like,
table
I'm
you
gonna
hear
go
a couple of the guys start getting loud, start yelling. That's not what I said. Okay, and they start yelling at each other,
Oh shit!
and
Let's go
I'm
down.
gonna turn,
Yeah.
turning it like drink in hand, just kind of.
Garland walks behind the bar, swallows the food that's in his mouth, wipes his face, and just grabs one of the clubs off the wall.
Oh shit!
Starts walking over to the table.
Yeah. I'm gonna get
Cute.
ready. If anyone
Dragonborn across the road.
I don't know his name.
Garland. Yeah, you don't know his name, but Garland.
If anyone goes for the bartender,
Okay. He comes over to the table,
non-lethal.
club in
I'm just saying
hand.
it now. I'm not gonna try and kill anyone. Just non-lethal.
So he kind of comes up. These guys are fighting on that side of the table. He comes up, puts his hand on the table, and goes, "Do we have a problem, gentlemen?" The guys look at Garland and they're like, "Maybe we do."
Bar fight! Bar fight!
Garland grabs the club, starts to walk around the table like he's gonna pound into these guys. What are you gonna do?
Continue.
Lawful.
It's his bar.
good.
It's his prerogative to do what he wants first. But if any of them, if they're gonna start a fight, I'm
Get
gonna
in
jump
on
into
shit.
said fight on the bartender side.
Okay.
So I'm ready to rock, but I'm doing non-lethal.
So he walks over to the table, to the other side of the table. Excuse me. At that point, the couple other guys from one of the other tables go, John, go. We're not doing this.
Oh, I thought he goes. "Fuck you
Wait, the
guys."
bartender leaves?
No, the guy who was trying to
Like
cause
a buddy
problem.
of his
One of his
yelled at
buddies
him.
is like, dude, don't do this. Don't do this. He looks at him and he's like, guys, I'm worth it anyways, and like walks out.
What a bitch.
What sort of friends are those?
I was hoping for a fight.
Right?
Bar fight!
Do it.
Someone behind the guy's like, "Fuck you." What did you say?
Okay.
Yeah.
Garland goes,
Oh, please no.
all right, guys, we're shutting down for the night. I don't have the energy to deal with this for the rest of the night. He walks behind the bar. He hangs back up the club, and people start to get up and mill out the door and just like done for the night. Garland just doesn't want to deal with it.
Oh, boom.
You gonna chit chat more, or are you gonna meander out for the evening?
Maybe he wants people to leave. I'll stick around and be kind of toward the end, let people leave, but not. I won't do anything right now. But
Okay. So pretty much everybody's left out, and he goes, "You want anything else, or are we done for the night?"
I'll let you get out of here.
All right, I appreciate it. I'm sure I'll see you around.
I look forward to it.
Okay. So he follows you out. He does the whole locking the door behind you, draw and close curtains, whatever like that, and heads out for the night.
Okay.
Where are you headed?
Where was he going?
Him?
Yeah.
He's going back into the bar, and he's probably
Okay,
got a
okay.
bed or a cot or something in the back of the bar for him. He hangs out there.
I'm gonna take a nice little once around the bar, just
Okay.
to ease my own mind. quietly, trying to be, more in the shadows than not.
Okay.
Thief! Constable!
Cosmo's like, shut up, I'm
Make me a
sleeping.
perception check.
Oh no.
He accidentally bumps into one of the robbers.
Roll for initiative. You hear Jeff over there rolling 10 die.
Oh God.
12.
I've been in those
Well,
situations
okay.
where the DM
You
is like,
walk around the building.
it's like 20 dice.
You don't see anything out of the ordinary. You're kind of doing a pretty good sweep of the building, and nothing really catches your eye.
Okay.
You're pretty sure it's just common fare for the night to have these issues, and people just go home and sleep it off.
All right.
So, yeah, that's pretty much all you see.
Then I'll go back to the inn.
Okay.
Head up to my room.
All right. So you head up to the room. As you get to the end, you see him. What is your response? Because are you going to stop for him at all, or are you just going to kind of like, okay? So he just walks by you and up to the room unless you try to intervene in any way.
Orc. Ale.
I'm not stopping.
Okay. He just barrels right on by.
I know he's the rich guy.
You know he's the rich guy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he heads up to
I
his
walk
room.
up to my room.
The one
Okay. So you head up to your room. You guys all head up to your room.
Yep.
And boom.
Dead.
Except for the night.
Bomb goes off.
And bomb goes off. Okay.
And you open the door to your own portal.
As you guys are in your rooms.
I bar my door.
I also.
Okay. That's fine. You bar your door. You lock your doors. As you're in your rooms, along the floorboards, a thin, like a black mist starts to kind of creep up through the floorboards.
The fuck?
Oh god damn it!
He was like, whoa. Say what?
I'm gonna leave.
Okay. As you try to.
Okay, so it's coming up through the floorboards.
Through the floor.
So it's
So does
already
that mean that it's
got
already? Like
me.
I'm on the 3rd floor. I go to the stairs. Is it filling up from the
You
stairs?
try to move.
Okay.
It's coming up, and in attempts to move, you can't move your feet. It is like holding you in place. It's not. It's a weird thing because it's not like a ooze or anything. It's literally just like not even a smoke. It's just like a fog, but it slowly rolls up your body and engulfs you completely. At which point, you guys look around and you see each other.
Are we
Wait,
in like
we're in separate rooms.
You
I think
you
at
were
that
together.
point we're not in the rooms.
We're outside looking at the doors.
No.
No, like we're engulfed in, in a black
we went into our
something.
rooms. We locked our doors,
We got teleported.
and now we're covered up by mist. And for now, our
we, like,
perception is that
surrounded
we
in
are no
dark?
longer separated by walls.
Fuck.
Okay.
So I'm looking up. I
At
see
next, you hear, "Greetings, adventurers," and it kind of like echoes around.
Todd Howard, you son of a bitch.
and it echoes around. And it goes, "My name is Oakdro.
Who?
Oakdro.
What are you? Other
Spell
than
that, please.
annoying.
Can you spell that?
OP dash DRO.
I was gonna say if Trig spelled that right the first time out, I was gonna be like, Trig, what do you know?
Mr. Oakdro. What do you want with me?
Us.
To help.
No, he's selfish.
I want you guys all to roll initiative.
Is that?
Just a D20 with your.
Oh, so we didn't know if there was passive.
Yeah,
Initiative.
there should be initiative.
So 19.
I got 14.
Can we keep talking or no?
I got 4.
You can keep talking, yeah.
Help in what way and with what?
You hear no response.
Initiative?
Yeah.
So go to your abilities.
Silence isn't exactly cooperation.
So you roll the die, and it's gonna be plus. Yours is +1. Mine's
So I
+3.
got big 5.
12.
Okay. And all you hear is, "Take these," and it kind of echoes. And as that last word is said, the mist kind of fades and dissipates, and you find yourself back in the room, but you have
which one are you taking?
Oh God.
No.
Oh.
I know who that is.
This one, I guess. This is
No.
me.
Which one of these are you taking?
Choose wisely.
Okay, don't open it yet. Solana.
I think I'll take the one at the end there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see.
What's this? This thing? I can't see it.
Sorry, Vilgari. You probably got the best one out of all of us.
You may open your gift from
No.
no what?
No.
I'm not going to take a gift from someone I don't know.
You didn't even look yet to see what it was.
Then he can show me his face if I'm supposed to trust this
Oh, okay.
person.
Cool.
What did you get?
Healing potion.
Okay. What did you get?
Dead.
No.
Yep. It says roll a new character.
It does not.
No.
Yeah.
Swine.
When you get that out, I'm telling him no.
If you don't want to say it out loud, you can just tell me which one you got or text it to me or something, so I know. Because I didn't write down what is what.
Okay.
But I am curious to know because some of them make a difference.
Just flash him.
Please don't flash.
No, I mean the card.
Oh, phew. Oh, I don't think there's enough anything in the world.
I bleed subreddit.
See, told you.
That's actually a good one.
I don't know if there's anything special about this.
Thank you.
Or it's just a healing potion. Watch, this one can like resurrect.
Which one did you get?
You are a stubborn orc.
No, I literally hate people who just blindly follow orders. That's like actually on my character sheet. And I don't trust this person. He's abducted me in the night. He has refused to
He gave you
answer any
back.
questions. He's suddenly just giving me something with
So
no...
are you gonna leave it if you vacate?
Can someone
the
claim it?
premises? That's a very good question.
Yeah, can someone be like, well, fuck, I'll take it.
Because we all saw each other. So
Well, wait, we're all back in our rooms now.
yeah,
right?
but we.
Yep.
But
So
we,
we
like,
know
we
we
went to
all
our
four
rooms
got
with the
taken.
item. Right?
Yeah, we didn't. We don't know.
So you would know what it is because you returned with it.
Okay.
It was more of just as a
You can
suspense.
actively want to.
You have it. You want to leave it in the room, leave it in the room. But let me know because that one I either need to.
You just ruined his whole.
No.
He's gonna rethink this whole thing.
No. It's a matter of whether you're leaving it or whether it's with you. I don't remember if I wrote all of what it was. Yeah. So I am going to add it to your character sheet.
Everybody's.
Yes.
I'm letting it sit on the floor for now.
No, okay. I'm going to put it on your character
I'm
sheet.
very unhappy with Oakbro.
I imagine. If you guys want to discuss what you got amongst yourselves, you may. If you do not, and you want to keep
I'm in my own room.
hush hush. Well, yeah, you're in your own room now,
There's nothing
but
special about it.
you guys
Yeah.
saw each other
I mean, shit. unless
when
they
you were
use
with
like
Oakthrow.
20
So
immortality.
you know
Lose it, Hugh. Don't lose it.
you're under the assumption when you got back to the room and you have something you didn't have before, that the others had it as well. For future reference, the gifts from Oakthrow may be info. They may be items. They could be weapons, armor. They could be knowledge in terms of a spell. It is honestly going to depend on the situation, how it goes. But it can be anything. So if you get something, you're like, well, this is stupid. Not necessarily every time are you going to be getting something wonderfully grand. It's going to be something that Oakthrow feels is pertinent to you in that point in time.
I am not discussing that.
I'm in my room. I'm going to sleep.
Okay.
Throwing my
I am
pack over the
doing
thing
a
on the
long
ground, I
rest.
guess.
And that is where we're going to leave it tonight.
Cool.
So,
the point Trig made last week about how, you know, a day can last 4 minutes, like you guys just travel, and last time we played, and a day can last 4 hours. I mean, we're sitting here. It really depends.
It hasn't even been a day.
Okay. You know what yours is, and yours is good. You know what yours
It's been
is.
2 days.
I've already explained what it is. You know what yours is.
Yeah.
Okay, so you come here.
I don't know like the abilities on it or anything.
Item.
You gave it
Job
out,
tree.
Trey.
Yeah, I gave up the item I don't want. Oh no.
Just leave it. I will investigate.
I'm not gonna let you investigate it.
Josh,
Yes.
come here real quick.
I also don't trust you.
Yeah, you gotta go. I'm gonna come out here to explain to Josh what this is, and he can share with everybody.
So one of the guys that left my crew like 3, 4, let's see, end of August, beginning of September, decided to come back now.
Oh?
Yeah. He left for school.
Oh, okay.
He was a really great worker. I enjoyed having him on my crew. He was, on that point on my crew, he's like the one person I could chat up. Because there's another guy on my crew that his English isn't the best. And the others were just temps that
Don't matter.
well, actually, they weren't temps at that point, but I really didn't want them on the crew. But he's going back. So now I'm going to have 6 people on my crew, so...
Nice.
That's when somebody's
Not really.
zero, and they've got to
No?
Because then now I have no excuse not to get stuff done. Not that I wasn't getting stuff done before.